Dun, 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 dun. Greetings, everyone, and welcome. Happy Thursday. Hello, Lincoln. Hello, hello. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? I saw Lincoln first. Guys, happy Mod Appreciation Day. I'll say it many times today. I really appreciate my mods. So thank you so much. Happy Mod Appreciation Day, guys. First time chatter, let's chat. Request line is open, so you can be first in the queue. Request line is open. Hop in, let's chat. Let's do it. Pika Badger, stop lying. Yukiko, greetings and welcome. Yuki, I hope you're well. Yuki. Tormented, hello, Tormented Physicist. Greetings and welcome. How's my sound? Is my sound okay, Tormented? By the way, let me get some background music going. Let me get some background music going. Let me know how the sound volume is on the background, actually. Is it too loud? Too quiet? Wait a minute. I hear myself. Hold on. This is going to drive me crazy. Oh, maybe it's just the... I don't hear myself. Testing. That's the same shit. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. How's my sound quality? Is it okay? Am I just tripping out? Which I probably am. Anyways, who else is here? Will Dreams! Will! Happy Mod Appreciation Day. Mr. Will Dreams. Happy Mod Appreciation Day. Becca! Hello, Becca. Greetings and welcome, Becca. One of the one and only Ride or Die ladies in the channel. Sith! Hello, Sith. The show, 412, is this supposed to be the spot? The show, I don't know, you tell me the show. Is it? Mr. Vegas is here. Do you like dogs? I hope you do. If you don't like dogs, this isn't the spot. If you don't like dogs, this isn't the spot. I have two of them, two sweetie bobeaties. Hey, for awesome mods, you guys rock this community. Guys, without my mods, they are the backbone. They are the backbone of AnnStreamy's channel. And I also have people who are the backbone of my backbones. And Mr. Vegas wants to say hi. He's my backbone, okay? He's my ride or die. He's my sweetie bobeatie. I love him. I love this boy. Guys, happy Thursday. Happy freaking Thursday, guys. Maggie, get out. It's not for you. Get out. So, okay, so what else do we have here? Let me show you guys what I have on the menu for the old mukbang RuneScape. Greetings and welcome. Dang, but I'm not a mod. Oh, you like the hair today? Oh, it's up and it's just up. Thank you, Tormented. Thank you. Okay. The show. Oh, who are you, the show? You know Lincoln? And you know Will? You know all those people, the show? Greetings and welcome, the show. Okay, I gotta give you a little more love than anticipated. I didn't know. You know people. Ah, the show. You know people, eh? Greetings and welcome, the show. Yeah, like it up. Seems like no one wears the hair up these days. That's true, Tormented. I'm lazy today. I'm just rocking it, wearing it up because I'm lazy, to be honest. But I think I look good with hair that, like, updos. I like a nice updo. Personally, I'm one for an updo. I think I have the bone structure for it. Some people, don't like updos because, they're self-conscious about something. Vegas, what are you doing? No. He knows where the treats are. That's the thing. He knows where the treats are. Anyways, guys. Ash Ketchum, Mr. International, Man of Mystery. I hope you're well, Ash. Guys, how's the background sound volume? Should I turn it up? Can you even hear it? How's this? Is it... Schmelty! Greetings and welcome, Schmelty! Oh, the show knows people. He knows people, alright. Greetings, welcome the show! Welcome in the show! Are you a fellow streamer? Cut of me Jeb! Greetings and welcome, Cut of me Jeb! How are you? Hold on, let me click on you in the show. Let me take a little look-see. Let me take a little peekers. What am I drinking tonight? The show! You've got a lot of followers! Oh, you are a streamer! Let me give you a follow! Ah! Streamers helping streamers. There you go, the show. You stream PGA Tour. Just chatting and Valheim. A true variety streamer. If if I've ever seen one. Nice. Cool. Greetings and welcome to the show. Welcome. Okay, so let me show you what I have on the lineup today. By the way, how's the background music? Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Cut me Jib! I like that. He comes in, he cheers everyone, and then he gives a little 1-2 buckle my shoe. I like the cut of your jib. I like the cut of your jib. Guys, so I have a new thing set up. It's Treat Stream. It's in my About page. It's open now if you guys want to send me treats, bubble tea, pizza, burgers, whatever. I already have food, to be honest, so I'm not relying on it. Just to let you know, it is something new. No one's used it yet. I've set up notifications, okay? I have notifications that are gonna pop up when someone does gift a treat, all this good stuff. I don't know if it's working. I don't know. I haven't tested it out yet. You know what I mean? I haven't tested it out yet, but it's there. Stuff like current affairs and whatnot. I'd love to mix it up more. Have you considered an e-date the show? I bet you have the setup for it. Have you considered an e-date? Guys, this is what I have on the menu for the mukbang today. I have some Chinese broccoli, which is like a dark leafy green, some Chinese broccoli with oyster sauce. I have some pickled mushrooms. I don't know why I haven't discovered these pickled mushrooms before. They're really good, pickled mushrooms. And then I have, it's on a bed of the Calrose rice. It's like short grain, almost like a sticky rice. It's like a hybrid between sticky rice and regular rice. It's really good. It's a little expensive for the Calrose rice. It's not cheap, but it's worth it. It's a high quality rice. Like if you go to these like discount sushi places a lot of the time, guys, like not discount, but you know, sushi places that are not using like top tier ingredients, they'll be using Calrose rice as the sushi rice to substitute, because true sushi rice, short grain sushi rice, is very expensive. So a lot of the time these sushi places, to save money, just use the Calrose rice, because it is like a sticky sushi rice, but just kind of like a hybrid, not that sticky. Anyway, music is loud. Thank you for letting me know. How's that? Herb, gotta eat schnitzel and kraut with apple strudel for dessert. Cut me jib! Yo, that's my type of stuff. I don't know why I hear a bunch of like, what's up with my thing today? I don't know if you guys hear weirdness in the audio, but I do. It sounds really like staticky. I don't know. Maybe you know what I'll do? I'll turn off and turn on again. Had you tried turning it off and turning it on again? I think that's actually better. I don't hear as much static. How's the sound volume now, guys? Is it okay? It's loud in my opinion. Oh, first time chatter. Thank you for letting me know. Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing over here with the sound. I don't want to have to like speak over the sound too much. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have to fight to have you hear me. I just want a nice, gentle, nicer, but could it be better? You are not 16. Could it be better? I can turn it down a little smidge. Just let me know, guys. Just let me know. I'm not a psychic mind reader here. Thank you for letting me know, first time chatter. I appreciate that. I think it's a happy medium. Okay, perfect. Great. Wonderful. Okay, anyways, So I've got this Calrose, like, sticky rice, pickled mushrooms, Chinese broccoli with oyster sauce. Then I have these, like, mustard greens with, like a dry pressed cottage cheese. So, very, like, low-fat, healthy, high-protein, low-fat cheese. And then, of course, it's an Anne Streamy signature. I've got some sauerkraut, and this is a pickled tomata. It's a pickled tomato and some sauerkraut. I'm a psychic mind reader. I knew you'd say that. Yeah, right, Lincoln. Yeah, right. Guys are definitely not psychic mind readers. I feel like that's what they say all the time. They're like, I'm not psychic. I'm not a psychic mind reader. That's like a signature thing for guys to say. I also have dessert today because why the hell not? Why the hell not? It's Thursday. I'm here. I'm streaming. I'm doing straight up a full-on mukbang. So I have some raspberries and some blueberries as well. Kind of snack on. If I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, I don't. This is what I will be drinking. It's a beer from the Caribbean, actually. 5.2%. It's just a nice gold medal winner in 2017. Established in 1972. It's just kind of a nice, easy drinker. A light not a light lager. 5.2 is not a light, but it's like an easy drinking type of, like a Pilsner lager type of deal, you know what I mean? Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me. Oh yeah, shit, request line is open, correct? Anyone in there? Nobody. Crickets. I hear crickets in there. Guys, request line is open. If you want to come and chat with me on a lovely... I don't even know what you want to call it. Do you want to call it an e-date? Do you want to... Who the hell knows what you want to call it? Anyways, cheers. Happy Thursday, guys. I just realized that my nails match my sports bra. My nails match it. Call it eBay. Ah, eBay. Florida boy. Greetings and welcome, Florida boy. I hope you're well. Oh. Hi. Hello. I like that emote. But yeah. Somebody said today, what did they say on one of my pictures? And I had to just agree with them because I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm not denying it. On my Instagram, I posted today, right? He said, it wasn't even a compliment. I don't know how to take it actually. Is it a compliment? Is he trying to like be mean? Is he just speaking the truth? Probably a little bit of both. He just said super thirst trappy on my photo. Super thirst trappy. And I was like, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Yeah, super thirst trappy. Sure, whatever. Whatever you want to say. Super thirst trappy. Yeah, if it reels them in, it's doing its job. You know what I mean? Isaac, compliment taken. Yeah, I took it. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Sure. I'm not denying it. But whatever reels them in, you know what I mean? Whatever gets the people going. So, that's basically what it is. Take it to mean you look good. Yeah. You know what, Will? I agree, because I could have easily deleted the comment. But then upon further investigation, he follows me on Instagram. So I'm like, if he really had a problem with it, he wouldn't be following me, right? So I was like, okay. I do like your fit style today though as well. Lincoln, you never know what you're gonna get from Little and Streamy. One day, it's a dress. The next day, it's gym athletic wear. You never know what you're gonna get here. Mukbang. Oh yeah. Mukbang. Greetings and welcome, Massive. Yeah. You know it. I always start my streams with a mukbang. It's an Ann Streamy signature. Yo. Today, on the menu, I have some rice, mushrooms, Chinese broccoli with oyster sauce, dry pressed like cottage cheese, and mustard green puree. Pretty healthy. Oh, Frank! Greetings and welcome, Frank. I hope you're well. I also have a pickled tomato and some pickled cabbage, some sauerkraut, and also I have some fruit for dessert. Because who doesn't like fruit? Okay? And a beer to wash it down. And also I have some lemon carbonated water, product of Italy. Ooh. Schnazzy. Love fruit. So do I, Becca. It's one of the only... I don't really like super sweet things. That's not really on my palate. I like spicy things. I like sour things. But I'm not a huge fan of like too sweet. But I think fruit is like good. It's like natural sugars. I had keto yam spaghetti noodles. Ooh. I think those would be good actually. Have you ever had those negative calorie noodles? They're made from a type of yam. They're clear. But I'm super sweet. People shy. You are super sweet. Hold on guys. Let me see what the hell this commotion is. You are super sweet, Frank. Absolutely. Lookers. Lookers of the G. How are you, Frank? Oh, hi. Vegas says hello too. Becky, he says hello. How are you, Frank? Who's coming on an e-date? Request line is open. Oh, geez. They're gonna be the death of me here. Frank, I'm good. Can't complain. Just hanging out. First time chatter, greetings and welcome. Stay a man, greetings and welcome. But yeah, who's coming on an e-date with me? Call me on my cell phone. So guys, talk to me. Did you guys get up to anything exciting today? I know it's Mod Appreciation Day. Once a year, it's a big deal. I feel like mods don't get, oh my god, the recognition that they deserve for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? What are you eating? First time chatter. Ali Fang. I'm eating some rice with mushrooms, Chinese broccoli, and some cheese. Yes, that's what I'm eating. With some sauerkraut as well. Pickled cabbage. But yeah, I don't think mods get the recognition that they deserve. You like Chinese food? Yes or no? Yes, I like Chinese food. Do you like Chinese food? You like Chinese food? Yes or no? Anyway. And I have fruit as well. Some fruit for dessert. So, anyway, I feel like mods are the equivalent to, if you're into like watching live performances, theater, or like live bands or something like that. You know, all the people who work behind the scenes, all of the stage hands and like director's assistants and, you know, like lighting guys, all these people behind the scenes, they don't get the recognition I think that they deserve. They work tirelessly. They put in just as much work as the performer on the front, on the stage, and yet they don't get that recognition. I feel it's kind of equivalent for like a Twitch mod. You know, they're there every stream. They're putting in the work. They don't get the recognition like the streamer, you know? Oh Lord. Oh god. First time chatter. My name is Thunder Blunder, and I like motorcycles. Nice, Thunder Blunder 501. Greetings and welcome. First time chatter. Cheers, guys. Happy Thursday. I'm putting you to work today, Lincoln. Putting you to work today. Ali Fang, you're a weirdo. That's just so you know. In case you didn't know before. So if my camera won't work, and I still do the date, oh, sadly the show, no, it's you have to come on video as well. It can't just be like a voice call. It would have to be, you know, like a video call. Sadly, you're a streamer, but you don't come on camera. You don't do that. Rex Racer, greetings and welcome, Rex. I like that emote. Are you Canadian? Rex, where are you from again? Are you from Toronto? Right, Tormented. I won't be timing out any mods today. Actually, I won't be timing out any mods in the future. I think mods should have immunity over timeouts. So if someone does redeem the streamy points to time someone out for 5 minutes, I think mods should be immune to that, because I really do have to do some work in the stream. So it's kind of counterproductive for me to time out a mod. You know what I mean? It's like, what? I'm shooting myself in the foot by doing that, because then how are they going to moderate the channel and do the work? So, fool me once, okay, fool me twice? I don't think so. Mods can just self-impose timeout if they want to participate. Thunder Blender, what's it like in Canada? Cold. Cold in Canada. It's March weather. Like last week it was like spring, like warm temperatures. And now it's cold again. No, I'm from Pioneer Valley in Massachusetts. Oh, you just had a cute little Canadian flag emote. Nice. Greetings and welcome, Rex. Where's the pups? They're around. Vegas. Vegas. Maybe next year ride my motorcycle through Canada to Alaska. Hi, Benny. How are you, Shreemo? You're wonderful, aren't you? Oh, I think you are. Do you ever watch Thunder Blunder 501? Do you ever watch on YouTube? There's a VOD. There's a girl. Her name is Itchy Boots. If you're into like motorcycles and riding and all this stuff, you'll probably know who Itchy Boots is. She travels all around the world. Okay. I know people who just love her. She's great. She's super cool. She drives like a little, I don't know what the CC of her bike is, but it's pretty tiny. But she likes to take take the path less traveled. So kind of take roads that cars can't really travel on. So you really get to see a side of like wherever she's traveling that you normally wouldn't be able to see. Brown! Greetings and welcome, Brown Ian Mo. I hope you're well. Are you back yet? Fear! All my favorites are rolling in. Fear the Hexdoll! Greetings and welcome, Fear! I hope you're well, Fear. Hope you have a great stream. Wanted to say hi. I'll pop back in soon. Why? Are you live right now? Let me see, Fear. Are you live? I'll tab you up. You are. I'll tab you up, Fear. I hope you have a great stream as well. Alright, you're tabbed. Hope you have a good stream, Fear. Oh my god, excuse me. You're too kind to me. Fear! Streamers helping out streamers, right? You're too kind to me. You have me tabbed up too, Fear. So, it's mutual. Glad to be considered a favorite, by the way. Oh, you like that, eh? Okay, okay. Suraj! Greetings and welcome, Suraj. I hope you're well. 7 out of 10. Could use more bass. The music, is it too loud? I leave tomorrow morning, then off again in a week. Ah, the life of Brown Ian Mo. The life of Brown Ian Mo, what can I say? Just enjoying the last of my free beers. Nice, hey. Free beers, you know, they taste better. Free! My second favorite F word. Cheers, Brown Ian Mo. Maybe I should... You got it, you got the joke? Maybe I should stream myself modding? Lincoln, I know that Saturn can't make it today, and I don't think Banhammer J or Apollo are here, so maybe we should focus. Focus, man, focus! Suraj, I'll leave you guessing. Could be fairy dust. Could be fragile. Could be many things. Suraj. Focused. Focus is the first word. There you go, Isaac. Aw, you guys are so funny. Funny. It could be funny. Could be funny. Cheers, guys. It's focus. Yeah, it's focus. Yeah.
Wow,
funny focus.
Very nice.
Fairy dust. Wow, you are. You just have to work. Work colleagues say focus all the time. I'd say focus you too. It can get annoying when someone repeats the same like words over and over again, right? Charlie Sainwan is another good motorcycle travel channel if you speak Spanish. Or like subtitles. Unfortunately I don't speak Spanish. There's Itchy Boots and there's another person too, but I really like Itchy Boots because she's been doing it for many years now. I think like 7 years or something. It's like her 7th season. And yeah, right, Tormented, right. It can get very annoying. Right. Yeah, very annoying. If people misuse words. Especially words like, especially when you hold a certain status. When you uphold a certain status and you misuse words, it's a little counterproductive, a little counterintuitive, one might say. So, what fruits do you eat? Oh, I eat this! This is why I have no status. Sometimes it's better that way, Tormented. Sometimes, you know? You can do what you want. You can shit everywhere. You can shit everywhere. These are my fruits, raspberries and blueberries. Not that you would. You know what I'm saying. I'm not blaming anyone. I think it just got a little out of hand. It was funny. But, you know. I'm trying to lead a wholesome, professional channel here, you know, to a certain extent. I'm also trying to have fun too and make jokes along the way. But, you know, you know. It's all about the balance in life. Nibble me Timber, greetings and welcome, Nibble. I hope you're well. Fame sucks. Just give me the fortune. I agree, like, fame, there's something nice, but once you become too famous, where you can't leave your house, you know, like, you lose your sense of privacy, that becomes a little extreme, right? Giant Death Robot, greetings and welcome now. You didn't walk into anything. You walked into Mr. Vegas running around. Oh, and I think I hear Miss Viva. Miss Sweetable Beatty. First time chatter, I'm eating cranberry juice? Is that cranberry juice? First time chatter? Cranberries are very tart. I wouldn't be eating cranberries. What the heck's a cranberry? The queen never leaves the house. Barely. Barely. Love the dog. Oh, we're gonna get plural real soon then. We're gonna get plural. Where's my sweeties? Where's my sweeties? Oh, I summoned the sweeties. Excuse me. I'm summoning the sweeties. So, first thing I hear is you can shit all over the place. So, sit on your bums. I'll give you guys one treat each. One treat each. That's all you get. One treat each. So, Vegas. What? 2 dogs? Yes, I have a boy and a girl. Vegas, come here. Vegas, sit on your bum. For your mom. Vegas. Down all the way. Vegas. Good. Vegas, up. Good job, Veggie. Good job. What a disaster. Oh, you missed out, little girl. You missed out now. Missed out, my sweetie. Anyway. Oh, but I still love you. She's looking for crumbs. She's looking for crumblets. Anyways. Yes. So. Yes, 2 dogs. I know. She doesn't get a treat. Apparently she's not feeling well right now, so don't want to make her feel even more sick. Probably not a good idea. So, excuse moi. Anyway. Call me on my shell phone. Request lines are open. Anyways. First time chatter. I'm eating Grenberry juice. What the heck is Grenberry juice? Hello, miss. First time chatter. Fabio. Hello. Gamebreaker! Oh, hey, Gamebreaker, long time. Hope you're well, Gamebreaker. How have you been? Thank you, Fabio. How have you been, Gamebreaker? Good, life has kept me busy. Life is good, life is good. I hope you are touching grass, keeping busy. I hope you're leaving your house. Unlike me, Suraj. Unlike the queen who doesn't leave her house. I'm locked up in my tower. Straight up. I'm locked up in my tower, man. This is my only interaction I get. Social interaction. I need it. Brown Emo, it should, yeah. As long as you're using Chrome as your browser, it would work on mobile. I've spoken to people before on their phone. Not the app. Yeah, no, the app. That's a good question. I don't know, guys. Does it work on the Twitch app? Babinski! Why is it my ex who ghosted me now misses me? That's a good question, Babinski. I would like you to come on stream and talk to me about it. I want to dig your brain about this. This would be a good topic to talk about. I need a little background information to kind of give you a hypothesis from a girl's perspective. I would have to pick your brain a little bit more, Babinski. We'll see in a few weeks when I dial in. Oh! Okay. In a few weeks then, Brownie and Mo. Personally, I don't quite understand the whole ghosting thing.
FBI, open up!
Brownie and Mo, don't send the cops, okay? I would, but it's not working for me on mobile for some reason. Oh. That's what we were just talking about. It works on some people's mobile, and I can't understand why. Yeah, but I don't understand the whole concept of ghosting. Like, are you too pussy to just, like, end it and tell them and move on? You're too pussy to say that. That's what these people have turned into. If you break it down, that's what it is. Right? I don't understand that. Exactly. Right, Becca. Right. Exactly, Becca. Like, I think people... Some people, even if they're not interested, they're too pussy to tell you so. And they'll just make up excuses and beat around the bush as well. It's really hard to figure people out these days because the dating world is very complicated. Flush it! Flush it all! Flush everything! Keeps crashing on me and I have to reload Twitch and come back here. Really? Weird. Combination of selfishness, right? I feel like a lot of people are selfish nowadays, Brownie and Mo. Cowardice and lack of empathy. Yeah. And almost like entitlement. They don't like even feel they owe you a reason. Like that's like they don't owe you a reason. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. Yeah. Update the app. Maybe update the app. It's not complicated. People are just true to themselves. Yeah, they're selfish, Brownie and Mo. Exactly. True to themselves. Selfish. But in the long run, anyone who does that is doing you a favor. Though it might not feel that way at first. I agree. I agree, Giant Death Robot. That's what I was speaking to someone today about, actually. There's loyal people out there that would never do that. Never act that way. You just have to find those people. And get those people on your side. And get those people on your team. There are loyal people out there. But I feel like they're a rare Pokemon these days. They're a rare shiny Pokemon in the wild. You just have to find them. Sometimes I wish I didn't have empathy. Is that bad? Well, sometimes it feels like it's a gift and a curse, maybe, Lincoln. I know what you mean. It's okay. I'm too busy and have so many fun things to do to care. Right. That's just being an asshole. That just shows that you, like, who raised you? You look bad, not the other person. I don't think that's what people realize, and I don't think they even care. And that's the truth. I don't even think they actually give a fuck how they look. You know what I mean? Ghosting is also a favorite tactic of narcissists. And the narcissistic. I agree, Giant Death Robot, but I think that term, narcissist, especially on TikTok and like all these like social media platforms lately, is being thrown around loosely. The term narcissist. I don't think there's that many super hardcore narcissists in the world, as people are just labeling everyone. Oh, you're just a narcissist. You know what I mean? And caught a rare Pokemon today. I did? Well, I did. I caught a Fennekin. Lincoln, I did. I caught a Fennekin in the Pokemon game on here. I did. Oh my god, I actually did. I actually did, Lincoln. That's funny. I think there's a little scuffle going on out there. A little altercation. I think the cops might come. I think the cops might come. I better be careful.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Suraj. Holy shit, Brown Animal. You've been grinding this game. Is this what I'm seeing here? Is this what I'm taking in? You've been grinding this game, Brownie and Mo? You should do the Wonder Trades. Oh my god, Brownie and Mo, you've been busy. Holy shit, Roonies. You've been working at it. That shocked me for a second. It was like, you see a squirrel. A little late for a squirrel. What? Squirrel! Squirrel! Not really grinding, just lucky. Ah. Nibble! So wait, how do I do the Wonder Trades? Now I'm curious. Got a shiny? Oh, I see that. That's your buddy? Oh, you're just freaking showing off now. The extension. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. I should do that. I'll do it later though. Because you gotta catch them all, right? Correct. Correctamundo. Right. I think I've done it a couple times. I haven't got that lucky though, to be honest. With the Wonder Trades. Look at the weekly tasks. Oh, I never do the weekly tasks. Maybe that's what I should do. Oh, shit. You've been busy with that, Brownie and Mo. Wow. What? Good. Who's a-coming to chat with Hot and Streamy? Hot and dreamy. I want to have good conversation. I want to get scratched beneath the surface. You know? That's what I want to do. But yeah, before you couldn't do evolution, so that's pretty cool. They've improved it a little bit, Brownie and Mo. That's nice. Hot and Queenie! Nice. Right? Giant Death Robot? Exactly. That's what I want to do. I find pure enjoyment out of that. Out of picking people's brain. I don't know why. Well, I'll start at the surface and sort of just dig a little bit below. We'll see how deep we get. We'll see how deep the mine goes. The mine, not the mind. The mind, not the... Oh, Lord. First time chatter, Maximus. Greetings and welcome. I hope you're well. Hey, Brown. We'll chat then. We shall chat then, okay? Don't ghost me. Okay, Brown Emo? You said it, you have to... I feel like you're a man of your word. Right? So, I'll hold you to it. Anyways, I finished my beer. Should I go get another one? I think I should. And I also finished my dinner. I still have my sauerkraut and my fruit left. Yep. You know what I miss? One of my mods, Saturn Tour. He's great for conversation. He really types stuff away. He types a lot of stuff. Sadly, he's not able to come today. He's got something to do tomorrow, so... Anyways. Beer's good. Okay, let me go grab another one then. Hey, Lincoln, can we try this? You saw a good boy. You did! Sweetie boy. His name is Vegas. I have a boy named Vegas and a girl named Viva. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. No. Guys, I'll be back. Brr. Let me just bring this stuff downstairs. I have returned. Nibble. Let's fucking go. I can't get into the guest star management. Oh. Do I have to add you there again too? Again? Oh. Yeah, I have to turn you on. Okay, now Lincoln, you should be in now. Try it. Are you able to get in? It cut you off of there and shut you up down from there as well. That's crazy. Yeah, you should. I turned it on now, Lincoln. It should be good. There's no one in there. Yeah, I know. Captain Obvious will. There's no one in there. Crickets. What's going on here, people? Crickets. There's nobody. Nobody. What's going on? Nobody wants to come on any day today, eh? Okay. Well, we can just chat, I guess. I'm not gonna play any games. Fuck it. Fuck it! I'm not playing any games today. Nice. Trying to get the show. Yeah. Okay, so I brought a beer up. Karam! Greetings and welcome, Karam! Hello, beautiful people! And a big hello to the one and only and all. Greetings and welcome, Karam. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. This is what I'm gonna be. This is my second beer of the night. It's the Jamaican Stout beer. I wouldn't recommend this beer again, to be honest. By the way, let me get my projector going. It's a little bright in here. Let's get the projector going. Invited the show. Oh, he couldn't, he could have just told me. I would have invited him. I would have sent the invite. Okay. Thank you. So, let's do this. Aubrey! Greetings and welcome, Aubrey the OG. I hope you're well. Well, just in time for my second beer to be cracked. Honestly, Red Stripe's a lot better. That's why you hear about, you know, Red Stripe. This one is brewed in Jamaica, though. Brewed in Jamaica, 7.5% alcohol, strong beer. But I don't know. Kind of tastes strange. Not really like my thing. Yeah, 7.5. It's not bad. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Right near the beach. I don't know. It's a little guy though. It's only 284 ml, which is a weird number. Like, you normally don't see alcohol bottles like that. 284 ml. Stout needs to be over 13% to be good. Oh, you think so? Is that what the problem is? Is that where the issue lies? I don't know. Boss Hamburg. Greetings and welcome, boss. It gets sweet. Yeah, okay, that's it. Massimist 42, you're actually right. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. It tastes like liquid candy or something. I don't know, it's a little weird. Not a huge fan, to be honest. I don't really like sweet things, like super sweet things. So that's why I'm like, I don't know, I'm not really a fan of this, you know? I don't think I'll buy it again. That's probably why. Okay. Probably why we've never heard of it. Frankly. Have you ever heard of Dragon Stout? No. Jamaican rum and ginger beer. Oh, and Will, guys, all those malt drinks, Tiger Malt, all those malt drinks, those are really good. They're alcohol-free malt drinks. A lot of them from, like, Jamaica. Those are actually very good. I like those malt drinks. But this, not so much. Cheers. Not that it's low, it's just low for a good stout. So, no, you guys have never had those malt drinks? They're very popular in the Caribbean. Malt drinks. The show, I see you're ready! Okay, I'm gonna bring you on in a second, the show. I think it's like called like Tiger... They're supposed to be like a healthy type of... I know there's one called Tiger Malt. Yeah, here it is. They're like not expensive at all. They come in. They look like a beer. They come in like a brown bottle. Oh, of course, items unavailable. Anyways, they look like a beer. Just Google up malt drinks. Healthy, rich, full-bodied, non-alcoholic beverages made from barley and hops. They have an essential range of B vitamins, including riboflavin, thiamine, vitamin B6 and B12, along with biotin, folic acid, and niacin. So they're kind of like, they're healthy for you, but I actually like them. They're good. Okay, the show. Let me get my multivitamins really quick. And then I'm gonna bring my first date on. Burp. Let me just grab my multis. Okay. Returned. Did I set up my camp? Yeah, set it up, Maximus. You'll be on next. Set it up. I'm gonna bring on the show right now. Here are my multivitamins. Oh, the black one? Astaxanthin. Is that how you pronounce it? It's a super powerful antioxidant. Made from like an algae from the ocean. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. Astaxanthin? Here. It's a powerful antioxidant. It's from algae, yeast, salmon, trout, krill, shrimp, and crayfish. A lot of things from the sea. That's what it is. Okay, so the show. Are you ready? If it doesn't work like this, I can take my phone out or something. Okay. Sounds good. Let's try. Let's try to add you in right now, okay? Let me refresh. Oh. I don't... Oh! It worked! The show! Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can indeed.
Can you flip your camera the other way though? Because you're sideways right now by any chance.
Let me see. That's what I was... Yeah, hold on. Well, I'll be right back. Let me try the phone. Let me go with the phone.
I mean, we can do it this way. It's not a big deal. I can still see you.
Weird. It's weird that it should be able to... I wish it could flip. It should just be able to flip, but, you know. It's the way it's attached to the computer. It is that way. I don't know why it won't.
The phone might not work, but...
Are you sure this is okay?
I think it's fine. Guys, let's let chat be the judge, okay? They're the judge jury.
It's gonna, you know what? It'll be an interesting date.
Absolutely.
different.
I mean, we can still see each other's facial expressions and everything like
Right,
that,
it'll-
right?
It'll just, man, mine will just be sideways.
Right.
It's fine.
Right. So,
So-
guys, what do you think? Greetings and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Yeah.
me.
Sideways date. How is that? Sitting sideways.
Yeah, I sit in this chair. I kind of, whatever, you know. I started doing this kind of streaming. Got a neck injury. I used to play golf, so.
Oh, really?
But yeah. But like, I know a bunch of people on LinkedIn and.
Sorry, give me
and
1
and
second.
all
My
that.
dogs are going crazy. I can't hear a thing you're saying. I apologize.
Yeah,
Guys!
no worries.
Can you stop? Hey, what's going on?
I don't think the dogs like. Yeah.
That's what. Jeez.
No dice for me though. I don't like people. I can walk on walls, actually. Yeah.
Spider-Man. We've got
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Right.
here. Peter Parker, is that you?
No, I'm more like the Venom. No, I'm just kidding.
Venom. Nice.
So
So, how do you know the whole gang, the whole crew of the show, out of curiosity?
I guess the common denominator would be Lincoln. I met Lincoln in another, sort of back chat room with another streamer, and we kind of hit it off, and I met everybody through Lincoln.
I see. Okay. Because I've never heard of you, the show. So, that's
No?
interesting. No.
Well, that's fine. 'cause
You're not part of, like, you're not really in Discord or anything like that? Are you?
I'm on Discord. Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Mhm.
Oh. Like, you're
Yeah,
active on Discord, like, every day type of thing, or?
Not every single day. I mean, I'm not active on Discord every day. I get active on Discord either when I'm personally streaming or like when I'm doing stuff like this. I'm hanging with other streamers or whatever. Yeah.
I see. Good. Well, anyways, nice to meet you, the show.
It's very nice to meet you.
So you play golf IRL, but you also play PGA golf online as well. You stream it.
So it's it's a natural thing for me to kind of come over from golf to golf. So I'm always really good at those games, and it's nice to be good at things. Yeah, you know.
Right. That's how did you injure yourself? Injure your neck playing golf? Out of curiosity.
Yeah. So, it was actually it's kind of like a in stages thing. I had a weighted golf club. Sideways me. I had a weighted golf club, like a 5-pound golf club. That's
Yeah.
to help muscle memory. And I decided I was going to swing it like a baseball bat in my bedroom. And I realized I was about to hit my $2,000 stereo, so I check swung. And I stopped it, but my left shoulder kind of didn't stop, and my labrum tore in 2 places really badly. And that's how it kind of started. I think I felt like I was fully healed. It was about 1.5 years after I tore my shoulder up. And
Which is
I
quite
was
some
playing-
time to give it, like, to help recover.
Yeah. And I was playing a junior tournament, a pretty big one. And they just had, this won't make a lot of sense to you, but they just had the United States Mid-Am qualifier at this golf course. So it was set up like ridiculous. So on the very first hole, and I ran late. I like barely got off. I didn't get the stretch or anything. And I hit it about literally 3 feet out of the fairway into the rough, and it was in an old divot, which was about only the width of the ball, half the depth of the ball. And so I had grass behind me and in front of me. And if you know anything about this, so I had to kind of drop the club straight down on it, to get. And I I actually looked at it, I was like, Andrew, this is the kind of lie you can hurt yourself on. But when I said that to myself, I thought maybe I'd over again. And when I hit the ball, I just felt tearing in my neck, what felt like tearing, and I thought I tore a muscle.
Yeah.
I hit the shot great though, by the way. I hit it to 8 feet and made birdie.
That's what
no
counts.
Trick, I was gonna say.
The show.
And then ruined my life, but made the birdie. That's what matters, by the way. So no, and I was kind of on my way. I was off to the races about 3 under par through 7 holes, and then I made a double bogey and parred. I remember I was 1 under going into the back 9, and I blacked out, like it was numb, and then like the pain set in all at once.
Are you
and I
kidding?
Don't
That's
remember,
a serious neck injury then.
I don't remember a single thing that happened on the back 9. I went from 1 under to 91. Literally, I read in the newspaper that I shot 91. I was 1 under par. I did that in 9 holes. That's not like even possible. But I remember the only thing that I remember was on the 17th hole. I sat down because I was literally having a hard time breathing. Okay, and one of my competitors said, "Yeah, man, are you okay?" And I was like, I don't actually know. It's like, well, why don't you walk in? The clubhouse is right there. I was like, well, because it's a 17th hole. There's like 2 holes. Why do I walk in now? That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna play it out.
Are you kidding me? You could barely breathe, and you did not go to seek medical attention? You wanted to continue?
I was not wise. Yeah.
Had you been drinking that day, or like were you under?
No, I don't know. I do not. Drugs is not a thing for me. Like
drinking alcohol, like beers on the course, nothing.
No. I was a serious competitive golfer. Absolutely not.
Wow. Die hard for the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like I said, I was actually it numbed up, and I was 3 under par.
Yeah.
And then I made a mistake. I had a bad hole, but I was still 1 under. And then I just blacked out. Just gone. So.
And then where did you wake up?
No, it wasn't like blacked out, like unconscious. I just literally...
Oh, like don't remember anything.
I have no memory of anything that happened except for that one moment. Okay. Does that make... You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that like a blackout drunk type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like you're just kind of going through life, but you're not really checked in. You're not there, right?
Right. Autopilot.
Which is something that I've discovered happens, especially with because I've had actually 1 disc replaced already, and I need a 2nd disc replaced.
Really?
Yes. And I've noticed that when it gets to really agitating the nerves, because it's pinched, that's what it is. It's pinched on a nerve stem, your brain function a lot of it goes to managing that pain. You kind of lose a lot. You kind of lose some of yourself. You're not as sharp. You're not primed the way you usually would be.
When did this injury happen?
It was a long time ago now. Over a decade ago.
Oh my goodness! And you deal with pain daily? Your chronic pain?
Did and I had my shoulder. I mean, think about it. I actually went down to golf school. This is when I realized I was in really big trouble. It was shortly before that, 2 or 3 years before that, and then I went down to go to golf school, and I realized pretty quickly I couldn't do the things that I needed to do. I had set a goal for myself. I was going to wake up before school, practice this, that, and the other thing. And I started doing that, and that's fine. I realized I couldn't practice my short game because I'd have to bend my neck down. Every time I bend my neck down for more than 5 minutes, it would be just fire. You can't even imagine. And at that time, the shoulder was torn and the neck was herniated discs, 3 of them. So, taking tests was brutal down there. And I remember I just got down there and I had a goal, and it changed really quickly. It went from I'm going to try to pursue golf to I just want to graduate and get home and start getting fixed up.
Aww. Aw, that kind of sucks in a way. Did you end up graduating?
Yeah.
But your goals changed at that point. after the injury. So
Largely changed. Yes.
Hmm. Justice,
So, how about
greetings
you?
and welcome, Justice.
You play any sports?
I play golf actually. I have a set of clubs.
You play golf? Okay.
Yeah, but not to the extent that you do the show. Not at all. I am the type of golfer, okay, that loves the cart. Okay. I like to bring cigars, or I'm from Canada, by the way, so you know we can smoke multiple things here. I like to bring multiple things on the course with me. I like to bring maybe a little flask along as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like to really just enjoy the weather, the freedom, be out there with nature. You know, I do like working on, it's all about self-improvement, right? That's what's great about golf, right? It's not a game where you're really competing against anyone else. It's kind of just a game with yourself, which I really, well, at the end of the day, yes, you know, numbers matter, and yes, but it's really kind of, it's not a team sport in that sense, right? You're just kind of, you're a solo player.
Yeah, I mean you're in charge of your destiny. Yeah, it's not a team sport. I mean, you get to higher levels, you might have a caddy, and that's kind of like a partnership, you know. So you know they know your game so well, inside and out, upside and down. You'll have conversations about the kind of shots that you want to hit or whatever. You know, they'll back you off if they need to back you off, or let you go if they need to let you go. It's kind of like it's like a real partnership, you know. But yeah, golf is very different for me. I remember I've had girlfriends come out and play golf with me, and they're like, "Why don't you just? Can't you?" You're just
probably very serious about it. Do you have a cart, or do you walk the whole time?
I mean, when I was young, we used to walk and carry our bags. Like,
yeah, why do people do that? Tell me why. If you explain that to me, I'm curious to know about that. If you have the opportunity to have a cute little cart, it's hot there in the middle of the summer. It's a lot of walking. Right. Why do you choose to walk it and not just take a cart?
So for someone like me, in that case, like if you ever made it, like really made it, you're walking on the PGA Tour, so you better get used to walking. It's kind of, and if you can walk and carry your bag, then just walking's gonna be easy.
I see. Yeah.
But until you break your neck, then things aren't so fun.
Aw, that sucks that happened. And the surgery too, you know, is it's not a minor surgery. The show.
No.
You know, you're talking about neck spinal surgeries here.
I could tell you some stuff that would probably make chat cringe a little bit. I had to get something called a discogram done before they would do the surgery. And basically what they do is they'll take, like, I believe there are like almost four gauge needles, I think, and they would run them, just slip them past your carotid artery and into your spine, and then run a spike and fill it with fluid to try to make the pain happen so they can know which discs are impinging on nerves.
Really?
And then the surgery was the same. He cut here and went in that way.
So the premise was to fill it with fluid to add pressure to your spine, so you would feel the pain of the pressure.
Correct.
I see.
Correct.
Okay.
So that and then you tell them what you're feeling, so they know where the problem is. Right.
Did it work?
It's fun.
Did it work?
It worked. That it did. I mean, so I had 4, 5. Here, the ones that are herniated are C 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6, 7. 5, 6 was the one that was the really the worst. Okay. And when I went to the doctor that I went to, we talked about having 5, 6, and 6, 7 replaced. Every time I went there, we talked about that. We said the same thing. And then 3 days before the surgery, they did like the final checkup. He's like, "So we'll be replacing 5, 6," and I was like, "Whoa! I thought we were doing both." So, well, you know, I could talk to the insurance company about doing both, but that might take like 4 to 6 months. And the kind of pain that I was in, I was not waiting 4 days.
Right.
That was
it's that bad, eh?
Oh, God, I would be ashamed to tell you the amount of medication that I was taking just to get through a day, like when I was at golf school before I had the shoulder and the disc
Did you
replacement
did
done. It
you
was
develop any reliances on the medication? Because I know that's a huge problem.
so something that Lincoln may or may not know about me. I don't have. I'm not like a very realistic person. My two goals were the PGA Tour and the Navy SEALs, kind of, and so I don't know how to put this. What was? Wait, I forgot where I was at actually. Say that's part of it.
Oh, we
Um.
were talking about goals, and I said, did you get any drug reliances, like
Oh.
dependencies?
Oh, right. I mean, I trained my brain to be the cheers, very very adaptable. I regularly like I when I was taking and I was back then taking, you know, oxycodone,
Right.
whatever.
Opiates
Um,
for the pain.
it, but yeah, I mean, I would regularly like if I had like even a break, you know, I would just lay in bed for like 5 days, you know, and sweat it out. And believe it or not, that's kind of an easy thing for me to do. It's so it's impossible not to be chemically dependent, but an addiction, the kind that people go back and back and back, is really that's not chemical, that's mental. If you follow what I'm saying?
Really? Even with
Yeah.
opiates? That's mental and
It
not
doesn't.
chemical?
So an addiction. So
Right.
you'll always have an addiction on a chemical level. You'll become chemically dependent, but
Mm,
you can always do what I do and just ride that out. Like you can sweat that out,
I
and
see.
then past that point, you're either taking it for pain or you're taking it because you have a problem here.
Right.
Not right.
Right.
And
So you
I don't
sweat it
have
out
that.
and you just was it bad?
I regularly did that just to know that, like, just because everybody freaks out about that so much, just to know that
Right.
I could, you know.
Ah, I see what you're
And
saying.
it's not fun. Like
Right.
it's not a fun thing to do, right?
No.
But like I said,
I think it's pretty
I've had
bad.
some-
Like people like there's nausea involved and cold sweats and
yeah,
it's
I
bad.
never got the nausea. I never got like the stomach issues.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I would sweat it out. You'd be hot, cold, and you just sweat it out. And I actually, if there's anybody out there trying to do that, I actually have some advice. Like, it's kind of gross, but like, you know, leave the same clothes on for about 3 days and just stay in bed. That way, every time you sweat, a little bit gets back in, but it's also coming out.
Oh come on, that's not true. The
and-
show.
And then 3 days.
Are you serious
after
right now?
3 days, I'm serious. After 3 days, you take those clothes off, and then you're good to go. 2 more days, you're done. No, it's serious. That's what I did, or did.
But I think what happened was you also like what you mentioned, Bandhammer J. Greetings and welcome, Bandhammer. Happy Mod Appreciation Day. One of my wonderful mods, one of my day ones,
Mod.
Bandhammer J. What you mentioned that was really cool and very smart this show was that you were periodically going through this withdrawal period. So you didn't get to a point where you're super heavily addicted at that point. You would just try to like break the dependency. And so then that's probably why it wasn't as bad, because from what I've heard, like at least with like by the way guys, full disclosure, I don't know, I've never been a heroin addict, okay? Like opiates have never been my drug of choice, okay? I've never been addicted to prescription pills or anything like that, okay? So, but I've watched documentaries, okay? I've actually known someone who did have a prescription pill addiction before. Terrible thing, not good, really bad. And anyways, though, what I'm getting at is what I've heard is it really changes the pathways in your brain.
So, and here's what I'll say, and I'll say it again, and it's true, and you can ask psychologists, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they keep taking painkillers if they don't need them, and by the way, I absolutely was 100% I didn't do that like every other week. I mean, I would do that once in a blue moon, like, you know, a couple times a year, just to know that I could. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I was thoroughly chemically dependent. The difference between me and like an addict, okay, is there's chemical dependency is inevitable with stuff like that. Okay?
Yeah.
But an addict is not just numbing their physical pain, they're also numbing emotional pain most often.
Yeah.
So it becomes a psychological thing, and that's
Right. That's right. That's where it becomes an issue, right? Because then it's like it's so much easier to just take a pill than cope with the day-to-day
correct.
troubles of life.
That's
right?
correct. That wasn't an issue for me.
Mm.
You know, that's I could, you know, for me that wasn't an issue. But for a lot of people it is. They have a lot of emotional pain that they want to numb just as much as their physical pain, and they'll keep coming back. You know, they you know, they can't help it. Addiction is real. I know addiction from cigarettes, oddly enough. Like, I beat the painkillers, whatever, you know. That's fine.
Really?
That's easy.
But you can't beat the bogeys.
No,
The
cigarettes.
bogeys.
No, but I did. So here's the thing too. Just like I said, it's about that having the willpower, having a strong brain and flexible brain. You know, when I always said if I got to a point with cigarettes that I felt like it was actually affecting my health, I'd quit. And there was a day that I was like, yeah, we're done. And I just stopped. And it's been, gosh, since 2016, maybe. I've been quit for quite a while. And then just like one day just decided that was that. And when I decide something like that, it's that. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that way, I have to say.
That's good. Some people I think have more like addictive type of personalities where it's harder to quit. So.
Well, cigarettes were harder for me, like I said, than the opiates, because cigarettes are something that every once in a while, like really, really rarely, I'm gonna think, man, it'd be nice to have a cigarette right now. Still, that's that addiction. That's that real addiction that never really goes away.
I've heard that from people, yeah.
Right. It's like, you know, you could be done, but you're like, oh man, one like bad day, bad minute, and you're like, oh, I'd love to have I want a cigarette, you know. That's, but eventually, like, I'm at a point now that where I'm done, so I don't really think about it anymore. Once in a while it may pop into my head, but I'm not going back.
Do you
to
drink the
cigarettes.
show? Do you drink?
You know, I drink socially. If I drink socially. I'm not really a drinker. I enjoy really good bourbon. And I'll, you know, like a sipping bourbon, I'll just sip on that. Something that's, like, I don't know if you're familiar with bourbons, but like I've got a bottle of Stag Junior right now.
I don't know this bourbon. Is it more like, what are the notes, the tasting notes? Is it more of a smoky, you like smoky bourbons?
So, I don't like bourbons that overchar their barrels.
Yeah.
That's not like a pleasant taste for me.
I don't like that either. It's too campfire-ish.
Yeah, right. I mean, it gets a lot. It gets to be, and
it gets into your nose, like it's bad.
Yeah. Some of them really do go overboard with that. There's a company that I almost religiously stick to when it comes to my bourbon, and it's called Buffalo Trace. It's sort of the umbrella of which a lot of really good bourbons fall under, including the most famous really good bourbon in the world, Pappy Van Winkle.
I like the name.
That's
Pappy Van Winkle. And by the way, here's a funny thing. We're talking about addictions and stuff. Conveniently, Jake said, I quit vagina over COVID. Cold turkey. Haven't had a sip since. I feel like you're not the only one, conveniently, Jake. Anyway.
So
Pappy Van Winkle, one of the best bourbons in the world.
That's A, impossible
to
find, and B, like $4,000 to $6,000 a bottle.
Maker's Mark. I think I've had Maker's Mark Heskey. That's not like that's a common one.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, the stuff that I have right now, like the Stag Junior, like I said, that's rare. It's and the tasting notes, if you'd like to know, they're sort of they're subtle, but they're all there. Like you get a little chocolate, a little cherry, you know, and a little toasted oak on the back end. Like it's nice. It's really good.
Mm.
And I say lightly toasted, not again. I overcharge stuff. I don't go for. That's no good.
Right.
I am not with that.
I appreciate a good quality alcohol that tastes nice. You know,
Usually when you drink a really good alcohol too, you don't tend to get. If you notice, you don't tend to get like hangovers.
Right. Also the sugar levels too, because I've drinking like some pretty good quality wine. I still end up sometimes having a hangover from it though, if it's like high sugar content.
The sugar.
But oddly enough,
definitely.
when I drink beer, usually I don't have a hangover the next day. I'm usually pretty good.
Right. So I mean, yeah. Again, there's some grain alcohols, like if it was just rye or just grain, and they didn't put any sugar in it. That'd probably be the same thing as like beer. You're not really gonna have much of a hangover.
Right. Yeah,
There's not a lot
Lincoln,
of
you like
sugar.
Fireball. It tastes delicious, but it's pretty sweet. Fireball has
Cinnamon,
yeah,
yeah.
it has a lot of sugar in it. But I like it. It doesn't need any chase. It's sweet enough.
I'm just at that place. I'll just sip on a nice bourbon. I'll have a glass once in a while, or I'll drink socially. Like I said, that's
Right.
How about you? Do you drink a lot or?
Socially. Like, I would consider I'm chatting with you guys, I'm hanging out with you, even though I am alone here in a room. I don't consider it drinking alone, if that makes sense. I wouldn't just come home, crack a beer, or pour a glass of wine if I'm literally just, like, by myself, not on camera, talking with anyone. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I don't drink alone.
You have chat here with you. Yeah. I got
Yeah,
you.
but I do. I feel like I have company along, like here with me right now. Like I'm on camera, people are watching me. So, yeah, I do drink a few times a week. I stream 3 days a week, and I pretty well drink 3 days a week. Those 3 days when I'm streaming, I'm drinking. But the show, I'll be honest, I'm a lightweight. I'm not very big, and
Right.
I only usually drink like 1, 2, maybe 3 beers max when I do drink. I'm not like a big drinker. So I'm on my second beer right now. I'll probably, depending how the night goes, probably just finish with this last like second beer. This is it. This will be it for me. Kind of just like a social, something to sip on, like that.
Yeah.
Take the edge off.
Just enough to enough to take the edge off the day.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understand.
Yeah.
The stuff like the stuff that I drink is like 62% alcohol by volume. You pour like a quarter inch of it, like or a little 5/8 at the bottom, and that's the same as like your three beers. You're good.
Right.
That relaxes you.
Right. Irish Ted, greetings and welcome. All drugs do as well as food. I work with drug addicts and can win the battle of any addiction by drinking. You are covering up drug addiction. The same as smoking, cross addiction. And Hesky Games says mix Fireball with apple cider. It's like you're drinking an apple pie without the cream. Oh, Hesky, that's genius. That would be so good.
I actually have an interesting story about that. I was watching, like, I think it was, I want to say it was the Food Network, right? And they went to where they farm Carolina Reaper peppers, those hybrids between Ghost Chili or whatever, and the hottest in the world.
Yeah.
And the guy who makes them, the guy who created them,
in a lab,
was a former addict. Like former heroin or something, or meth or something.
Yeah.
And he hires a lot of addicts. And I was watching with a girl, and I was like, what's funny is none of these guys know. They say this shit saved their lives, is what they say. Oh, this saved my life. And I said, the funny thing is none of them know that they're still really bad addicts. It's just now they're addicted to the adrenaline rush that they get when they burn the shit out of their mouths and their bodies through the capsaicin.
Yeah.
So it's that they've not
You do get a high from that. Yeah.
Right, they've not actually beat addiction. They've just altered it into a more productive path, if you will.
When you are like, by the way, one of the reasons why my name is Hot and Streamy, this show, is I do take shots of hot sauce on my stream here.
Okay.
So I have a whole corner here with about a dozen bottles of hot sauce in this little corner here. And I've done the little Nitro Gummy Bear Challenge on camera. I actually put the one chip challenge. I put the chip on my Amazon wish list. It's up there right now if you guys want to check it out. And the last dab from the YouTube show, The Last Dab, Sean Owens, is that his name? Sean Owens, the host. He made a game called The Last Dab. I added that to my wish list as well. Anyway, so I kind of get what you're saying with you get a high off of like taking a shot of really spicy like hot sauce. But the problem is
adrenaline.
Yeah, but the problem is like when you have something that spicy, it can give you stomach and internal like pain and issues as well. Once it moves from your throat, like in your mouth down to your throat and passes into your stomach, it can be pretty painful. That's what people don't realize.
I stay away from really hot stuff. That's not really my that's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. Like if you're gonna have something extremely spicy, like a Carolina Reaper, for example, I would probably suggest drinking a bottle of Pepto-Bismol or something to coat your stomach
beforehand.
Yeah, because it's actually extremely painful, nauseating.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would never do it. I would just not. I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Like I could handle the heat in my mouth, but it's once it moves to the stomach where it's a whole nother ballgame. So.
Yeah, that's unpleasant at every phase.
Are you saying people are addicts from hot sauce? I don't really.
Am I?
No, like someone in chat. I'm just reading chat as we're talking the show. So, yeah, are you saying that, the show?
They were already addicts, right?
Right.
And they do this all day, every day with the hottest peppers in the world. And yes, what I'm saying is, they all believe that they've beaten addiction, but the reality is, every day, they get a hit of adrenaline when they taste those peppers. And I believe it's transference. Correct.
That's exactly that's exactly what an expert said. Irish Ted. He works with addicts with his like 9 to 5. He said like once an addict, always an addict, right? It gets transferred, I guess.
Well,
there's no such thing as a formal addict. Once an addict, always an addict.
I like to think of myself as sort of a amateur psychologist, so I kind of delve into these things a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I emphasize amateur. I'm not I'm not trying to, help people or anything. I'm not a professional, but I can analyze things pretty well. I can figure out what's going on.
Nice. Yes, Giant Death Robot, the acid reflux has to be intense with something like really spicy. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's like I said, something that hot is unpleasant at every phase.
Yeah.
Of its journey through you, right?
Yeah, but the Pepto-Bismol really helps if you're neutralizing. It helps at that. So as it passes through, it's usually pretty good at that point.
Well, if you do it like you said, like you're gonna coat your stomach, you do it before you eat the pepper. That's very smart. I mean, that's clever. So.
Right.
That would probably work much better than after. I mean, so yeah.
Right. Monkey wants to be analyzed. Monkey, you'll have to come on and I'll analyze you. So, by the way, the show. Where are you from? Like in the States?
New Jersey.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. I'm from Toronto, Canada. East Coasters. posters.
Cool. That's right.
And I'm just going to ask you some like general like questions that I kind of ask all of my dates, just to kind of get a better feel. So when was your last IRL date?
Oh, my last IRL dates. You know, with man, this is gonna get. I might get analyzed after this. So, you know, definitely had a lot down when I was in Florida, and a few when I came home. I'd say it's been at least. God, this is embarrassing. It's been
Okay.
probably 5 years, I would say.
That's not bad. Yeah, I
'Cause
feel
I'm
like
just not
COVID really
looking
messed things
for-
up, the show, right?
Right, and I've been really focused on just trying to get myself healthy as well. So, you know, I have not. You gotta be in the right place before you gotta love yourself and be in the right place before you can let someone else. So, you know,
I
that's what I've
agree.
been
I
working on.
agree.
And listen, I mean, here's the thing. During COVID, I mean, May 15th, 2020, my father passed away. He was 65.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
65. He just retired. I'm sorry to hear
had
that.
a massive heart attack.
Oh shit! My
Um,
condolences. I'm
and
sorry,
then,
man.
You know,
You know what?
No,
my dad
no,
had
just-
my dad had a massive heart attack too, when he
I'm
was
so sorry.
63, but he did not pass away. But he was 63. Yeah.
So, and then, that next January, like literally a few months later, my grandmother, my mother's mother, passed away.
On the other side, oh.
And then I lost
They
my
say-
dog of 16
See, it
years,
happens.
like,
Everything happens in threes, right?
That's right.
Your
So
dog of
I-
16 years. Well, that was
Mm,
your dog
mm.
lived a good life.
Oh, he was. Yeah,
He was a good dog. He was a good boy, eh?
I try not to. I don't even know if I've processed that one yet. You know.
Oh,
I just
I
kinda-
know. You know what? I totally feel you there. Actually, I don't even
Um,
want to start thinking about those things right now because I have 2 dogs.
Right. So I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, between trying to get myself better and healthy, and I've had a lot of stuff going on. I just really haven't been thinking towards dating. You know,
Hmm. Yeah.
so that's the real answer. How about you?
No, I you know what? I admire that answer. That's I respect that. You know, some people jump in. You have to be ready. You have to be in that mental state to be ready to jump into something serious. I mean, it depends what you're looking for, right? If you're just looking to, you know, have like, you know, what's the word? Like casual interactions with people, then sure, you can be batshit crazy. That don't matter as long as things are working. As long as the equipment's working. But
Well-
what, you know, to actually get into, you know, a serious, stable, committed relationship, whatever, like, you know, obviously you've got to be ready. And it takes years and years, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
even just like getting over a breakup can take a very long time as well.
To
Before
be,
you can hop
I mean,
in.
because I think if you start dating, like really dating, like you have to be open to the possibility of something becoming serious. You know.
Mm.
I think that's the thing.
I wish
So-
I wish all people thought that way, but I don't think most people don't think that way. People are just
Well, I'm
selfish.
really-
But yeah.
if you get to know me, you'll learn that I'm really not like most people. So,
Mm.
and that's the theme that'll recur. I mean, that's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what about these e-dates, the show? Have you ever been on any e-dates before?
This is my first e-date.
No way!
Yeah. This is
Ooh!
my first one. Yeah.
I like being people's first. That's nice.
There you go. You took my e-date virginity.
I popped it, baby! Yeah!
my e-date cherry. It's
Eh.
properly popped.
Woohoo, cheers to that. I know you're not drinking right now, but cheers anyway. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you for having me.
So, would you say you've done... You see, I had this conversation today with someone as well. Just because things happened a long period of time ago doesn't necessarily mean you've done the work, the self-reflection, and everything to get over, to move on, to actually progress in life and carry on in life. So even though these things happened, you said the last date was 5 years ago. Do you think you're at that point? Are you ready now that, you know, the world is opening up again, COVID is over and all of this stuff? Would you say you're kind of ready to enter this crazy dating scene with all these weird online apps? And, you know, it's a different scene than what it was years ago.
I mean, right now I'm kind of like I said. I still need one disc replaced. I'm still kind of working on me right now.
Oh, you're not ready.
Yeah, no, I mean, you gotta be ready. Like I said, you have to be open to the possibility of something becoming serious. And I'm at an age where if that happens, I have to consider and weigh out all kinds of things, you know. So, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a serious decision for me to like start dating again, or you know, looking for something that could potentially become serious.
How long is the recovery process for the slip disc?
You know, it's not like a brutal recovery. It's sort of like I have to figure out, like this part of my left hand right here. I can see me like rubbing it. This here.
Yeah.
This is like numb and tingly. I can't really feel that. That's from the nerve, so the worry is like it could be permanent nerve damage. And so recovery could be, you know, like with the other one, I had it done and I felt so much better. I tell you, I felt like 70% better. No joke. Like that was the really, really, really bad one. But the problem with these injuries is they don't get better. They only get worse. There's nothing that you can do. Like you can work. I did it. I put the work in. You can build your neck muscles up. You know, you can do this, that. But look, when you injure your spine, things degenerate. They don't get better. Which is why it really irked me that the doctor did what, you know, the surgeon did what he did when we had discussed doing
He didn't do both at the
along.
same time. He just did the two
Right.
area. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So.
That had to do with money, correct?
He said, I mean, I don't know what the deal was there. He said he could talk, you know, he'd have to talk to the insurance company. So I suspect
That's
so.
money.
And also, here's the other thing. I really didn't want, I looked up and I did a lot of research. I'm that guy. Like I did a lot of research, like everything in the world that, you know, you want to know about like disc replacement, especially in the neck. And I knew I decided I did not want any screws. Usually they'll just put like what looks almost like a door wedge, and then they'll screw, you know, it's like a plate that has tools, and they'll screw like a bracket to either end, like, you know, the vertebrae on the top and the bottom of where that was, and they'll just wedge that thing in between it. I didn't want that. I actually found something called the Mobi-C. MOBI-C.
Okay.
And what that does is it's got like grooves, and they sort of scuff up your vertebrae, and it like sits in and your bone grows around it, and it's frictionless, so you have like full range of motion.
Mobility, yeah.
Right. And no screws, so like I don't have to worry about sort of like weather, you know, like all expanding, contracting, even though titanium doesn't do that much, which is what they use now. You know, I was serious about this, so it's actually still pretty rare.
Lincoln, thank you for the 5 gifted, Lincoln.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
Lincoln, Rockstar.
Rockstar, first subs today, Lincoln. Thank you.
So
Happy Mod Appreciation Day. Anyway.
yeah, he's one of your mods, right?
Yeah, it's one of my
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's still only like something like 80,000 of them in the world. They're pretty rare.
Of the Mobi-C or whatever
maybe-
they're called?
Correct. Yeah, so I suspect that might have had something to do with it too. But listen, I mean, I want the other one done. I mean, at this point, it's at a place where even if I can't get that again, which I would prefer, I don't care.
You'll take
like, at this
whatever.
Point,
you can take
I
the screws.
just want, yeah, I just want I just want this to be done right. I want,
Sorry, the injury happened over a decade ago, correct?
right. And for a long time, I kept doing what I was doing, not realizing like there were subtle things that I should have picked up on, you know. I didn't work out as much. Like I really, wound that down quite a lot. Um, I wasn't playing a ton of golf until, like I said, when I got down to the school, I knew I was in really, really, really bad shape. You know, and then, like I said again, I came home and I had to get my labrum repaired, a disc replacement. It should have been 2, needs to be still,
Yeah.
So it's been a journey. And
Are
then
you able to work, or
COVID.
is it like completely debilitating?
Yeah, so listen, I mean, even like this right now, like it's starting to build up a little bit. Like because I'm slightly angled down here looking at my computer. Um, just like stuff like that, I try to, even with what I do, playing video games, just sitting in a chair, really doing anything. I mean, anything can flare it up. This is if you're like holding your neck down or you're moving it around, whatever. Really, anything can flare it up. And once it starts going, it kind of builds. It doesn't really, settle down. Once it starts, it just builds throughout the day, and there's really, there's no, right. I'm not sure what I would do because I've worked, like I've golfed, I've worked steel, but I wouldn't really trust myself working steel right now with, nerve, you know, eh, impinging, my one finger sort of numb. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
doesn't seem safe to try to do right now. So no, I mean, there's not a lot that I feel like I could
That you
do
can do right
at the
now.
moment.
So you need that
That's
surgery
why
then in order
I'm.
to get back to life, So
Yeah, I mean, I'd
my
love.
question, because I'm
To,
coming from Canada, right? So we've got
mm,
a whole different healthcare system here, right?
mm,
So like,
right.
can you get that surgery? How long is the wait? Is there a cost to you? Like, how does that work?
So I I have the uh universal healthcare here, and that was the one that did surgery, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So you can, you know, the thing is, most people aren't diligent enough or do the research to find something like the disc that I found. You know,
Hmm. You
they'll
can
just like go
choose
to the
what you
doctor.
get. So you chose it.
Well, look, I mean, it's not really like that. Like it's a lot more complicated. I found the disc, and then I found doctors that did that disc surgery because it's different,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you got to find one that's in your network. It's not easy. There was 2 of them, I think, or 2 or 3. So
Mm.
right, it's entirely possible if I was in a different place, there might be none. You know what I mean? Like so, I a little bit fortunate maybe.
Right. So universal healthcare is like what is that?
Well, I guess like it's what Obama started. They don't call it Obamacare anymore. They just call it NJ Health or something. Or I'd have to look at my thing, but uh, so it goes by state, but it's federal. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you pay
So
monthly? It's like an insurance plan. Is that what it is?
no, no it's
Everyone
taxpayers.
gets it? Oh, everyone's
Everybody
entitled to
can.
it.
That was what people were sort of up in arms about when Obama presented that, because people like let's say my father, who was the most senior partner at his firm at the time, you know and they buy insurance already, and that's the kind of insurance where maybe you can pick your disc and your doctor, and go anywhere, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
really good insurance.
Mm-hmm.
But so they'd have to do that, but they still pay the taxes into the universal healthcare as well. So that's why people were kind of upset about it. Every
Mm. Right.
like double paying.
Right. 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 Oh.
You can get it if your job doesn't give you a job. Okay. Yeah. I've been out of work for a while, so.
Hmm. Government subsidized healthcare. You can only get it if you have a job that doesn't give you insurance. Hmm.
Well, like I said, I haven't had a job in a while, so.
Hmm.
But I have it, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to have it, you know. I'm happy to have access to healthcare.
In the States,
It's
I
not-
would agree. In the
Yeah, I
States,
mean,
for
it's
sure.
not. I got kind of lucky. I don't know what went on with that really, because I mean, usually not the best. Like the regular doctors that I see are usually newer doctors. They're kind of doing their rotations. You know, they have to do like their 2 years or whatever, and then, you know, so it's kind of a thing. And then so you're switching, you're getting a new doctor every couple of years, etc. So that's been my experience anyway.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't really talk into too much detail about what I do, but I have a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 office gig.
Okay.
Yeah, I work in an office. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. Stream on Twitch 2 to 3 days a week in my free time. Excuse me, operation of this kind in the States would run $250,000. Oh, sorry, $250,000. I don't know about
I
that.
don't know. I'm not, you know. They didn't talk numbers with me. It was taken care of, and so that was that.
How long would you stay in the hospital with surgery like that?
No, it's look, so yeah, I mean, like I said, it's like a 2-inch incision, and he like sort of slides the scope, and they actually deliberately tell you that it's going to go past your carotid, like slip us on the side, you know, your carotid artery. I was like, thanks. I probably didn't need to know that. Right, so so it's really not a big deal. I had that same day, like, released me that day.
Oh, okay. So you know what? I don't think it would cost that much then, guys, to be honest. You're not even staying in a hospital overnight.
Yeah, it's just like laparoscopic, I guess you call it, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are removing an entire disc from your spine and replacing it. It's not, it's intricate. It's like a 10-hour surgery at least.
10 hour?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
you get released that day. You don't stay overnight.
Yeah, no, I left that day, yeah. It's like two and a half weeks. I had it felt like I had a really bad sore throat at first, you know, and then that's really
just
bad
from
sore
all
throat
the tissue that was all like disrupted
cutting
yeah.
through, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I was worried because I'd had surgeries before, but I'd never had it was a little like numb. He cut some nerve endings, I guess, you know, and I was concerned they might not come back. I don't know why, because like right here doesn't really matter or whatever, but you know, it felt weird for a while. It was kind of like this now. Like it's just an odd feeling to have like something be like numb or tingly or whatever, you know. Just I don't know.
So have you played golf since? Are you able to play golf or no?
I pretty much I putt around the house. I do stuff, you know. I don't play anymore.
So what do you do then? You play video games? You play PGA online?
I'm trying to, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to have a go at making this work, but I don't know. We'll see. That's tough.
Yeah. What else do you like to do? You said you like to do a lot of research. What field of interest do you kind of have? What areas?
Oh,
I
love. I mean, you never know like what catches my fascination, but I love all kinds of things. I mean, I love, you know, animals. I mean, literally pick something. I'll tell you. I mean, I love to learn. I love absorbing. Sure, space. Yeah. What do you want to talk about in space? you know,
Do you believe
Event
that? Do you
Horizons
believe that
and-
aliens exist?
You know, I have my own sort of theory about. Hey, what's up, Dossie?
Dossie, greetings and welcome.
I have my own sort of theories about stuff like that. So like I don't know, like with these UFOs or whatever the sightings that they have, like even the military's sort of fessing up to that now or whatever. I think that might be our technology right now. That just it might be drone technology. Actually, recently, and you gotta catch things. Like it's really weird. You'll catch something once, and they'll sort of say it once, and if you don't pay attention, you're not gonna get a second, listen at it or look. But there was a woman that wrote a paper around in 2003, I believe, about being able to suspend gravity around something. So then theoretically you could do all the crazy things that these UFOs do, like zip up, down, left, and inside that sort of bubble, you would be okay. I still think it'd probably be done with drones, would be my guess. But if it's actually what we call extraterrestrial or whatever, and by the way, for the record, I've seen something odd. I'll tell you what it was, but I'll tell you after I finish this.
Okay.
I think it's probably, if it's anything, it's like us. It's human beings from the very, 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 very far future who have found a way to travel back in time. And just like, if you could go back and look at the dinosaurs, I mean, would that be awesome? You would do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so they're educating themselves.
So you think
on
this is
history
us,
like
time travel?
I mean, very, 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 very far in the future. But yeah, I mean, what better way to learn history than to observe it, right?
That would be cool. Yeah.
But what I saw, so I mean, there was a
Uncle Lala says yes, they do exist. I promise. My uncle worked for NASA. Or not? Did I say Uncle Lala? I apologize. Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff, do you have a microphone and a webcam? Do you want to come on and talk? Let me know anytime. Anytime. But go on. I kind of agree with you with the drones, because I have a friend that saw something. And it was just like April 2020 when lockdown was in full effect. Everyone was at home. It was broad daylight in the afternoon on a balcony. And he saw a little drone, a small little drone. And it was moving in ways that we'd never jerking around and things, and then disappeared. Could have been a drone.
Yeah. So, I want to say it was around the year, I want to say it was 2008, 2009, around here, around where I live. It was Bucks County, PA. Okay. And there was a rash of UFO sightings. And me and my buddies would hang outside that summer. And I remember one night I saw, way, way off in the distance, this really faint, really small blue light, right? And it was moving just horizontally across the sky. Okay. And it got to a certain point, and this really faint blue light expanded into this huge, bright white light, and then contracted and was gone. And then about 60 seconds later, there was actually fighter jets. This is not a joke, by the way. There was an AWACS and 2 fighter jets, and they were going towards where that disappeared at. And then I actually saw it come back too. It was exactly the same, but in reverse. It was a bright white flash, and then contracted into a little blue light, and was traveling off. So.
Lee Grady, greetings and welcome, Lee Grady. And oh my god, Irish Ted said he lived in Caledon. I know Caledon. And had orbs in his house. Security cameras picked them up. But I think orbs are something. You mean orbs outdoors or like orbs could be anything. Orbs could be
So take
paranormal.
Right.
Irish
they
Ted.
usually associate them with ghosts and stuff. Usually.
Right. More like paranormal. But I guess there are like the orbs, UFOs as well, like in the sky. Spirits. Oh, spirits. Yeah.
Right.
So spirits is like we're talking about alien. We're talking about creatures in space. You know, UFOs. We're talking about things not from our planet.
But I thought that was so cool though. Like just to get the opportunity to see something like that.
That's super cool.
There's
Something you'll
certainly
never
something
forget.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's something you absolutely never forget that stays with you. Yeah. And I mean, I suspect it's something like, I guess as it does that, the massive burst of energy, I guess it's probably bending space-time. It's like tearing a hole in the fabric would be my guess. And then when it's done, that's when it contracts and it's just gone.
Expansion,
it was
contraction, awesome.
That,
oh my god,
that
wait a sec. Yeah.
Like, that's what the key that I tell people, because they're like, well, maybe it was just a helicopter. And I was like, no, a helicopter is not getting brighter and bigger and then disappearing. That's not, and then just awesome.
Right.
There was an F-15 in the AWACS there, that was all just neat.
Sorry to
interrupt.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. No, finish your thought.
It's just it struck me only afterwards that it was sort of a weird night to begin with, because there's usually a fair amount of like air traffic around there. Like you'll hear some planes. I remember it was like a really quiet night, and then it happened, and then there was this chaos for about 3 minutes, and then everything was back to normal like 30 minutes later.
Crazy. Giant Death Robot, you interned at NASA? At NASA? Sweet. When you were in college? No way, Giant Death Robot. See, I actually believe you. You're not lying, are you? I feel like I actually believe you, Giant Death Robot. What did you do at NASA? What did you do when you interned there in college? Giant Death Robot, do tell, do tell. And what college did you go to?
Yeah,
Giant Death Robot.
That they intern at NASA.
You're a smart guy, I believe it, Giant Death Robot. You wouldn't just make it up. I helped some professor with his code.
That's cryptic.
That's, well.
Necessarily. Yeah.
Top secret stuff.
It's necessarily cryptic, so.
Exactly. Right. I'm beginning to enjoy their probes. Cut of me jib. What if the helicopter was getting closer and turned off its lights? Talking about bending time and space. I've also seen a UFO in Collingwood and have this on tape over Georgian Bay at night. Oh, you have it on tape? That's cool, Irish Ted. That's cool. You went to Penn State. Oh, Penn State's actually an Ivy League school, isn't it?
No. UPenn, the Pennsylvania University.
UPenn is an Ivy League and Penn State is not.
Correct.
My apologies. My bad. UPenn is.
Hold on, I want.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. I want to see if I can find on YouTube, like, because exactly the thing that I saw. There's a show on, like, is it History or something? It's either History or like Nat Geo, and they actually had. They were checking out the area where the Nimitz thing happened. Where the F-18s caught those, and you've seen those 3 videos, that they call the Tic Tacs or whatever.
Yeah.
And exactly the thing that I saw, I forget the name of the show, but exactly what I saw, they caught on camera on that show. I wish I knew. It was like, it's got Josh Gates in it, but he like hosts, and the other guys, there's a guy and a girl, and they usually go out into the field. If anybody knows what it is, there's an episode of that has exactly the thing that I saw, and you will see exactly that, the expansion, contraction, and appearing and disappearing that way. It is. It's neat. It's not a helicopter.
And also the show, greetings and welcome, Shahit. Do you know Shahid? He's saying hello to you, the show.
I do. So he used to hang out in the same place that or he does hang out in the same place where I met Lincoln. So
Nice. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
you
here
know,
as well.
right, yeah, it's all just one big family.
It is. It is.
Absolutely.
And you know what's interesting with the UFO? That I know someone that saw one in like late March, early April of 2020 when lockdown like was in full effect. About a week later, less than a week later, that's when the Pentagon released that they admitted that there are UFOs out there. And so
Right.
my friend came to me in tears in the morning and was like, what I saw was true. Like, now the Pentagon is saying there are UFOs. So there's
Right.
something going on here. I saw one less
Well-
than a week ago, and it was like a Tic Tac thing. Yeah.
And the thing for me with those particular things is that and they say like certain people will say they wouldn't, but listen, if I was doing it, that's exactly how I would do it. I would start experimenting like with other countries first to see how they respond and react to it. But eventually, I would absolutely experiment near like an aircraft carrier of ours to see what our response is to it and how it can respond back. It's something that you might be looking to use in the future if it's technology that we have, you know. And people say, "Oh, we wouldn't do that in case someone got hurt." We would, by the way. We absolutely would test that out without letting the carrier group know, because then you want natural reactions. You want them to do what they do. I mean, that's silly for anybody that believes that they'll say they wouldn't do that. Foolish.
Hmm.
They would, but that's my opinion.
Right. One big dysfunctional family, yes. The CIA or the Pentagon telling you that there are foes is just a distraction at best. I feel like there was just too much going on in the airspace and everyone was home on lockdown, and there were way too many sightings being seen.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage! And there was way too many sightings, they couldn't cover it up anymore and they had to say and admit it. And plus, also, it wasn't just that. It was, you had the pandemic going on. What better time than to just kind of, sweep it under the rug and just say, oh, by the way, aliens do exist. UFOs do exist.
Right, with the massive cover of the pandemic, you just kind of slip it in there and slip it past
Right?
everybody.
How convenient timing, right?
Right.
And then also, FBI, open up! Lincoln, FBI! Oh shit, they're here. Anyway. And then another thing was, I think what happens is the Pentagon has to hold files under top secret, for a certain amount of years, like 10 years, or there's like a certain amount of time.
Oh, so classified items stay classified for 25 years.
And so I think maybe 25 years was up for some of those classified files.
So it's like 25 to 30 years, but if it's still like a functional thing, or sometimes things can still be classified 50, 60 years later if it's still useful. If it's still something that they use, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah,
Area 51, we don't know all that went on. But there's still classified files with Area 51.
Yeah, I mean, Area 51's a neat place. I don't know if it's as intricate as people make it out to be, but they've done some neat stuff there. I mean, even without UFOs or whatever, they created, oh my god, they created the U-2, they did the SR-71 Blackbird, they did the F-117, I mean, they've done so much cool stuff there. That's at Skunk Works.
Karam says, I do believe in aliens, but it is a distraction.
Distraction from what? Fascinating.
That is fascinating. Monster says, why is Spider-Man on the side of the wall? Because he can be the Monster King.
Sorry.
And you know what? Peter Parker's here. I'm here with Peter Parker. And also, it makes it fun. And, there you go. And you know what? It's the best we could do. So take it or
I'm
leave it. You
sorry,
can
yeah.
still see your
This
facial
thing sometimes
expressions.
doesn't
Like,
connect,
come on, guys, relax. Okay, it adds an extra element.
My bad.
So
Try to
yeah.
do better next time.
Parkour. More like Peter Parkour.
So, did he ever elaborate on what it's cover for?
Oh, Karam? Yeah, so he didn't yet. Karam, what do you think the aliens is a distraction for? I think if I scroll up, he said something about yes, I love ancient aliens. I am Babylonian. Remember, we built the Tower of Babylon. Our ancestors are not from here. CIA or the Pentagon telling you there are foes is just a distraction at best. Not
Yeah,
sure.
if they're telling you look here, you should probably be looking the opposite way.
Looking the opposite direction.
Right. That's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
I don't do much with like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I'm not really big into stuff like that, but there's a few things that just like in my mind aren't at all conspiratorial. Like, for example, I remember I was in high school and we were in homeroom when 9/11 happened, right?
You were in high school when 9/11 happened?
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
And so the teacher came in and said a plane flew into the World Trade Center, and I was like, what kind of plane? And she's like, I don't know, does it matter? And I was like, yeah, it really does. If it's like a Cessna, that's like nothing, but if it's an actual airliner or something like that, like all pilots are trained to steer planes away from populated areas. There's no way one would crash into a building, let alone the building in the city. So
let alone the fucking financial hub of New York, America.
So we're under attack. Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember the girl sitting next to me, she's like, how do you know all that? And I was like, how do you not?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get through life? Like,
what grade were you in?
I was just let's see, it was 2001. I would have been was I a freshman or a sophomore? I can't remember. I think I was a sophomore. So yeah, but so one of the things that I've always said to people, and this is what I was getting to, like I remember we watched the second plane hit. Everybody kind of saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too. I had it on television when I saw the second plane hit. Yeah, at that point, we all knew at that point, right? It wasn't an accident.
Right. I remember that same girl sort of asked me, she's like, do you think they'll fall? Like, do you think the towers will fall? And I was like, not from the planes,
Oh, you said that. Now we're really getting into conspiracy theories. Now the show.
So the terrorists tried to bomb the World Trade Center with a truck bomb in the garage in 1993. I don't know if you guys remember that. There's no way, like, if I'm in the government, if I'm someone who runs this shit, like, or has any say in the matter, there wasn't demolition in place in case that ever functionally happened in a more substantial way. So when they
Bush
look
got
like
a letter,
they might,
a terrorist letter from that organization, and he didn't act on it. That was just weeks prior. They were warned.
I'm of the opinion that they couldn't do anything with them, and if they did melt to the point where one would tip over a little bit, I believe they did have demos already in place.
I agree with you because when you watch the video,
right?
You watch the videos. How did they come down?
Right.
They didn't. If it would have been from the side, they would have tilted and dropped.
Right.
It was a pretty.
Right.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Well, actually, Lincoln.
It was
Lincoln,
you.
It's not even just jet fuel, because jet fuel alone wouldn't do it. It's actually the aircraft grade aluminum that heats up. That was really, because that's part of what you would use. Aluminum is part of what you would use to make, like, say, thermite, which I don't know.
But Lincoln, they hit high up on the tower.
Yeah, dude. they demoed those towers. By the
The
way,
way that
already
they
had them
came
in
down?
place. They already had them in place after '93, and you know, that's not even a conspiracy to me. That's pretty much fact in my mind. So, do
Well,
you-
in your mind, it's not. It is still a theory, though. None of that
I
has
said
been
it. I
proven to show.
I was
Let's-
very careful to say in my mind.
Well.
I'm usually fairly careful with my words. In my mind, that's a fact.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're getting at the show, and I agree with you. I fully agree with you on this, actually. But it hasn't actually been proven. Nothing has
No, it
come
never
out.
will.
Nothing. It never will be, no. They
And I
needed
don't
an
think,
excuse.
by the way,
And this
government-
goes
I'm-
back from Operation Desert
Go ahead.
Storm, the original one, with Bush Sr.,
Mhm.
and he never got Saddam. And, they had a vendetta, and he
FBI, open up!
wanted to start a war.
Well,
And that's what happened.
so what it wasn't Saddam either. It was Osama bin Laden, and he offered the Saudis help. He offered to get rid of Saddam Hussein, and they said no, America's going to help us, and that's what irked him. That's what set his jihad off, if you will. So, but like Desert Storm.
Is this true that Osama bin Laden came by helicopter for a meeting, via helicopter, to the States before? Yeah.
I have no idea. During if it was been during the '80s when we were helping them.
It was a while before
Like
that,
Russia.
like years before.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like
it would have been when we were helping them fight off the Russians in Afghanistan, right?
Mhm.
But
yeah,
look,
Bin
I don't
Laden
think
was invited by, I believe, the CIA flew him in via helicopter, and he came in for a meeting and everything.
So, to be clear though, I don't think that our government had anything to do with it. I think there's a degree of negligence, like that you can't, like, look, things off course, it's flying towards a major metropolitan area. You can, I mean, really? You don't have jets to scramble, you can't figure out what's going on? I mean, come on. That's a little negligent in my mind, but, I don't know. I don't think responsibility, I don't think the government knew or had anything to do with it. Look, I mean,
No, but do you think
This
that
could be a
Bush
series
overlooked
of-
it? Do you think he got warnings and he
no,
overlooked?
actually, you want? Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be dead honest with you. It wasn't Bush. It was Clinton.
Clinton.
So all during the '90s, all during the '90s, they were attacking us. They blew up embassies in Africa, like Nairobi. There was another one. I don't remember the other one. The USS Cole. They kept attacking us. The Al Qaeda, over and over and over again. And 9 times, on 9 separate occasions, we had an opportunity to kill him, Osama bin Laden, and Clinton decided not to pull the trigger. 9 times. Whenever I say that, it reminds me of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, when Principal Rudy goes 9 times. He's been absent 9 times.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, he was also the one who was present, Osama bin Laden, in the Black Hawk Down situation in '93. He's the one that
Yeah, but
was
how
teaching
far
us
back are
knowledge.
you gonna go and then blame an old president? Like,
No,
Bush was in
no,
power
I'm
when
not blaming
9/11 happened. You're not gonna blame the president in power at the time.
They had been at war with us since 90 what, 2, 3? They'd been consistently bombing us and doing and acts of war all throughout the 90s. They were just they just did it at a larger scale and finally hit us at home. I mean, because it was overseas and it was military targets, embassies, warships, things like that, so people don't really think much of it. But it's still acts of war.
I mean, George Bush Sr., yeah. Yeah, I think George Bush Sr. had it out for them. For Bin Laden, for Saddam, for Al Qaeda.
It's the reverse.
I think that was
though.
his battle, really.
It was us helping against the Saudis when Saddam invaded Kuwait, and we helped them, and that pissed him off. That pissed Osama bin Laden off. That was Bush. That was Bush 1, right? But that's what set him off. But I'm.
Did you know Bush 1 he's the first? George Bush, whatever the hell his name is, the first. What's his name?
George Herman Walker Bush or something.
Yeah. George W. Bush is the first one or the second one?
Second.
Okay, so George Herman Walker. Did you know that he actually gets the briefings, the legal briefings daily, even though he's no longer a president? Like, as an ex-president, you have the ability to get the news briefings daily. He's one of the only ex-presidents that actually gets those. Like, he wants those.
Because he was the head of he was the literal director of the CIA before he went on to become the vice president and then the president.
Smart man, but I can't really say great things about his son, to be honest. I feel like he's more of a puppet. And that's why I feel like George Herman whatever, George the First, is probably the brains behind this operation.
What operation, though? That would be my question.
Waging war? Going in for it?
We wage war. Every president. We wage war constantly. People don't know we're constantly doing stuff somewhere. That's not. I'm not being hyperbolic. That's a fact. We are always somewhere.
George Bush SR advisors told him he shouldn't take out Saddam because it would destabilize Iraq.
But,
guess nobody told his kid.
Like I said, they didn't want Western powers interfering with Middle Eastern affairs. That was what pissed Osama bin Laden off. That was the first Gulf War. You're right about that.
Good night, Irish Ted. Good night, sweet dreams. Talk to you Saturday. I'll be back Saturday. Sorry to interrupt. What were you saying?
No worries. No, not at all. No, you're right to say, like I said, that's what set it off. The first Gulf War set Osama bin Laden off.
100%.
Yeah, he was he was in Somalia teaching the Somalians how to time delay the fuse on RPGs to take down helicopters. Like, he's been there through so many things. They were constantly at war with us throughout the 90s. It shocks me that they never took the opportunity to kill him when they could.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, because I have heard that. I have heard that people are saying, well, they've had the opportunity, they've had plenty of chances, they never took it, now look what happened, right? But you can't, hindsight is always 20/20, right? I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't, did you think that would happen? Did you think that the Twin Towers would be knocked down like that in a huge, that would happen?
So, the only thing that I'll say is that they tried it once. Again, they tried a truck bomb in the garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was clearly a target of interest for them.
Mm.
And they waged war against us for that entire decade, leading up to that, So, no, I wouldn't have expected planes to fly into towers, no.
Mm.
And everybody got a really big spanking after that, too, because the CIA knew that these guys were learning how to fly and not learning how to land, and they didn't share that information with the FBI and blah, blah, blah. And everybody, that's when they developed Homeland, and afterwards, and everybody reports to Homeland or the DIA now.
Right.
So.
The Twin Towers were slated to be upgraded because of the amount of asbestos in them, and it would have cost $2 billion to do it in New York City. New York, Jersey did not have the funds for them, so they were slated to be brought down for health reasons. I don't think it would have happened like that, though, Karam. Do you think so?
No.
Not with people in them. How about that?
No. I don't put much past the government, but that's not something that they would do.
No.
Not with airliners.
No. What? Did you hear that a lot of people didn't show up for work that day? Is that true?
I mean, again, and here's what I'm gonna say. I like the military is really kind of a soft spot for me. I have a deep affinity for the military. Look, it's long been that people hide things in places where civilians are for that very reason. That the odds that someone will strike it are seemingly less likely, right? Um, hospitals, all kinds of things that where people will hide things, that are of great importance because they think you won't strike this, you won't bomb this, you won't do that to this because you'll kill this many innocent people, right? But I'm going to tell you right now, and you said it at the beginning of this conversation, the World Trade Centers are a legitimate military target.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of trying to destabilize an economy. It's a legitimate target, militarily speaking.
Right.
So, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure I'd have to. I mean, you can't go back now. I'm sure the CIA. I'm sure there's a few things that probably had offices there. Like I said, people hide things in civilian places. The bigger, the better.
Dirty Hippo TV, greetings and welcome. His camera, he just can't get it to go the other way. So that's fine. I work with what I have.
I'm so sorry about that.
It's all good. Don't worry.
And
the coleslaw is done. The wine, the beer, and the sauerkraut is done. Dirty Hippo TV. All finished, but greetings. Greetings, Earthling. There was a plane, and didn't the plane end up in the Pentagon as well? Yeah, it did, right?
Or
did it?
They said they didn't really recover much of that one. Though. That was like an odd. Some people thought that was a missile, but yeah, another plane hit the Pentagon, and one was heading towards, I guess, the Capitol again. And that could be another thing. They say that passengers took that over in a crash.
They say what?
That the passengers took that plane over in a
crash. I heard that, but
I doubt it. I'm just gonna say flat out, I kind of doubt it.
So what happened then? They just didn't know how to fly the plane properly?
No, they would have shot it.
Oh, they shot it. They shot it down.
After 3 planes already crashed into buildings, they would have shot that down. Yeah. But who knows?
Loss of minimal lives to save the mass, right?
At that point, yeah. That's like not even a question in my mind. If they had a fighter jet there, it shot that plane.
I agree with that. You have to be naive to not believe that.
And you don't say that because that just doesn't sound good. We shot.
It's not good press. Yeah, that's not good press, right?
But look, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, those people would have been dead anyways if they were to crash into something.
Right. One way or another, they were gonna. Right. They were. Yeah.
So. They were already sitting ducks, sadly. Yeah.
Correct. Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, some things
there were
like
cell
you'll
phone
never
convos
know.
of it. Yeah, Lincoln, there were cell phone. They were talking of. I know that, but I don't.
People literally called their loved ones and told them they were going to take it down.
Right. So first of all, Lincoln. So even if they took over, like, let's say they took the guys that were sort of like watching, or whatever the case was, who had like, what did they have? They said, I don't know, like box cutters, I think it was. Okay. How'd they get into did the passengers get into the cockpit? How did they do that? How do you think they did that? And then what? They just crashed the plane? I mean, let's think about this for a second. They took the plane over and then they grabbed the yoke and crashed it, or what?
I mean, a bunch of unarmed people managed to walk into the Capitol last year. Sometimes people get caught with their pants down.
Right, but what I'm saying is, all right, then they get into what should have been maybe a locked cockpit, however they got in there. And then what? I'm saying, then they crashed the plane manually? Think about it.
People believe this, though. Lee Grady says, let's roll. was shouted and the passengers of the plane overtook the hijackers of Flight 93. They said, let's roll. And Karam also says cell phones do not work. Oh, no. He said, what did he say? I think he said something as well earlier about it. What did he say? Watch Loose Change 9/11, best documentary, one amongst many. Cell phones do not work at altitudes that high. Bell Canada has done studies proving it to be impossible.
That's fascinating.
Cockpit doors were not locked before 9/11. That's true, Lee Grady. A lot of things changed after 9/11. It changed flying and transport as we know it.
Okay. So I'll just simplify this again. As I said before, even if they took the plane and got into the cockpit and everyone was dead, the pilots are dead, they killed the terrorists, they then crashed the plane?
Yeah. That's what is hypothesized. Because they didn't want to crash into and kill others.
I mean, if they
they were martyrs for the cause.
If they were making phone calls already, I'd be making a phone call and trying to learn how to land that bitch pretty quickly. I mean, I wouldn't, if I didn't have to die, if the terrorists were done, I wouldn't be trying to crash it. I'd be trying to land it. If it crashes, then
cell phones work at that altitude. Didn't the Russians down a plane in Crimea?
Yes.
They shot down a plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
777. Right.
Yeah, they shot down a plane in the Ukraine, and there's a lot of people from Iran on that plane as well. A lot of Ukrainians and Persian people. Yeah.
It was like one of the sister planes to the one that disappeared.
Right.
Flight, that one that disappeared, in Malaysia. They were both Malaysian airline.
They were, yeah.
777s, yeah.
Yeah. It's believed that Flight 93 crashed during the fight between passengers and hijackers. Oh.
Okay.
That's what happened. They were fighting and it crashed.
So they fight and nobody's at the controls and it starts to tilt down and boom. Okay. I'll buy that.
Regardless if the plane crashed or if it was shot down, the passengers were heroes.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, listen, I wasn't trying to take anything away from the passengers.
No.
Never. No. No. I'm positive that they fought for that plane. I'm also sort of sure, like, it either, I mean, they crashed it or I'd be trying to land it personally. And I'll buy the story where you say during the scuffle, like the plane got out of control, tilted down, and there was no, recovering it. I'll buy that. Yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was shot down. Let's just say that.
But Lincoln, they're saying if the government shot it down, they would not disclose this to the general public. It would be bad press. A missile?
It was in the middle of nowhere where they shot it down. Oh, sorry. I said where they shot it down. Where it crashed. My mistake. No, it was in the middle of absolutely nowhere. No.
Suraj, this is before the time of drones. This is back in 2011.
Well, they had drones, but
not to the technology to the extent that we had now, I think.
No, nowhere near that. No.
They would only shoot it down if it was over a city.
It was going towards Washington. And 3 planes had already crashed into targets.
Dirty Hippo. When the passengers broke into the cockpit, the hijacker nosedived the plane. Was there anything that could be done at that point?
I'll buy that. I said, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, they had drones. They did, but I don't know as to...
They had...
Yeah, it was not...
I believe they had Predator drones, but I mean...
Drones have been a thing since the wars. Like the First and Second World War, Suraj? Like what wars? The Great Wars? What are we talking here? I don't think so. You mean like, which wars?
We sent
people to the moon, Anne. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Are you sure? Are you sure we did?
We surely did. Okay then.
No, you should not shoot it down over a city. You should shoot it down before the city.
They did that.
Since
it
storage
came
wars.
down in the middle of nowhere.
When talking about conspiracies, you have to consider all of the people that would have been in on it to keep a secret. Look up Operation Northwood. It was about a drone, a plane that was supposed to be full of people but flown by a drone and crashed and had to be blamed on Cuba. They blamed it on the Cubans. And what year was that, Karam?
That was during the missile crisis. Like that would have been in the early '60s.
Oh, really? And they had drones flying planes back then.
So you guys want to see something like really cool and sort of weird, like bizarre? Go back and watch. I don't know if you guys remember, like a Universal Soldier, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren, like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that they travel in, they have an airliner that, and the parts on it, it's supposed to be like a drone, and it looks exactly like a Predator drone does some years later. So someone knew something. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know, they had technologies that, you know, we always do. Look, the government has technology, something between 30 and 50 years advanced.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's at all times.
Right. I believe that.
I mean, that's why they declassify things in 25-year gaps.
50 years. They have technology 50 years more advanced than what they disclose, maybe. Yep. I believe that.
Harvey Oswald started it all by killing
JFK.
If you believe that that was just Lee Harvey Oswald, that is to say.
Loser. My uncle told me.
Lost.
Wait, what does your uncle do, Uncle Jeff? I think the aliens did 9/11. They say the Canadian government is secretly the rulers of the world.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
It's going crazy now.
Yeah, right. Engineer. Oh, he's an engineer for NASA.
Right. And is this same that was an intern as well?
No, that's Giant Death Robot. I believe him.
Oh, okay.
He wrote Code for a Professor. I've done video calls with him. I believe him.
Okay.
Giant Death Robot, at least. Uncle Jeff, I don't know about you, but I believe Giant Death Robot. No offense to Uncle Jeff, but you know, friends with Bob Lazar. Lazar.
Well,
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar talked about an element that didn't exist yet that does now, by the way. So.
Oh. So he knows things. Is that what you're getting at, the show? He knows things?
Well, he's the one that said that there were alien as aircraft at Area 51. He's the one that came out with that stuff, so.
Mm-hmm. I have no reason to lie.
Make what you will of that.
I believe you, Uncle Jeff. So the show, we've got two people here affiliated with NASA. I believe them both. They have no reason to lie.
All right. Go for it.
Hmm?
I have no reason not to believe them. I'll trust
Ancient
you.
aliens?
With them.
Now, Karam, I don't know if I believe ancient aliens. I don't know if I believe that. We all know who he is. Everyone laughs at him. Yeah, but I think he had a high status before. He's retired now. So he was able to come out with all this information because he's retiring, right? This is him, right? Bob Lazar. Wasn't he high up in the Israeli... Is this the same guy? High up
No,
in the
he
Israeli... No, this is a different guy then.
No, he leaked information. He was a sort of a whistleblower.
Oh, never mind, wrong
But
guy.
he was also looked at like he was crazy because he said there were alien spacecraft at Area 51.
My uncle told me that in the late 90s, they discovered the fourth dimension. In the
What
late
is the
90s.
fourth dimension?
What is the fourth dimension?
Yeah.
Ancient aliens, anyone that says they are an alien expert is sus. Ah. Don't you have to break the fourth dimension in order for space travel? Or to fly these crafts, you have to break the fourth dimension, right? Time!
You're talking about seeding, right? Like a meteor hits the Earth carrying microorganisms and seeds the Earth.
Technically, we are aliens, really.
Right, that's what.
At least they haven't discovered my fifth dimension. Discovered my fifth dimension. Fragment! Greetings and welcome, Fragment. There are aliens at Area 51. They just haven't returned them. Ah, Fragment.
Like
the universe has no time.
Like the quantum realm? Is that what you're talking about?
Time is a fragment of our imaginations at best. A fourth dimensional cube.
Oh, now we're getting into fascinating stuff.
Humans are not of Earth. Oh, Will, that's what Karam said. We're all aliens, yeah. Dirty Hippo. I've always thought people from Ontario are secret aliens. Really, Dirty Hippo? Roswell, New Mexico.
I see.
How things going in here? Maximus. They're getting pretty, how would you say they're going, the show?
Oh, I think we're a little off topic and off the rails at this point.
We're pretty well off the rails.
Time,
yeah, it's
a
11
time,
o'clock.
though.
Do you know where your children are? Do you know where the aliens are? Spicy yet?
I don't have children.
Neither do I. Are we getting spicy? Is this spicy enough for you?
They want spicy?
They always want spicy, the show. Come on! They always want spice.
I see.
And birds aren't real. Lincoln. What?
He's
possible to travel forward in time to the future, yet not backwards to the past.
That's theoretical.
I think I'm an alien. When I fart, it's not something that should be able to be naturally produced on Earth. The aliens are in all of us. Yeah, where's the spice? Right here.
Let's talk chemtrails. Alright. Go for it. Cloud seeding? There you go.
There. The aliens came across the galaxy to bring our hot sauce! And they did a good job at it.
Wow.
What are they talking about, Lincoln? What birds? What birds?
Do you have your tinfoil hat, Lincoln? Yeah? I love people that, like, hide their phones and stuff. Put them in the other room when they're having conversations. It's not that serious. Yeah, we are, guys. Come on. What are you talking about birds, though? You're off the rails now, Lincoln. Where are you going?
Yeah, he's saying birds don't... What did he say? They don't exist? I'm so confused.
He's saying off. These birds don't exist. He's got a tinfoil hat. Chemtrails. I don't know.
Phone in a chip bag. All birds. What do you mean, Lincoln? Not all birds do exist. Birds are government drones. No? Government drones exist too, though, Maximus. So I do not agree with that statement either.
I mean, we have little spy drones that look like hummingbirds and insects and things that fly, but
birds have cameras and spy on us. Yeah.
Sure. That sounds, yeah.
Yes, in the form of birds. Oh, that's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say real birds don't exist. They're all just drones. Never trust a pigeon.
No. But okay. No, I don't know, you know. I thought it was a good conversation. I think and it's a little, like I said, it's a little off the rails now. Everybody's into conspiracy stuff, but
right. Back in the day,
yeah,
all we had were the Illuminati. Now the spoiled kids have the internet conspiracy theories, all the theories that they want. It's true, Giant Death Robot. Yeah.
Well, so what do you think?
Well, the show, I think it was a good date. If you want to change the subject, you can. Or we can. Or if you want to wrap things up and continue at a later time, I'm good with that too. It's 11 o'clock. I do work in the morning. Just kind of a chill night. You know, I'm glad that we were able to meet face to face. That's nice because...
It's like sideways.
Yeah. Any friend of Lincoln's is a friend of mine. And I've met a lot of friends along the way that are mutual friends of Lincoln and Becca and Tormented, Physicist, Lame Game Name, Will Dreams, Shahit, Browser Tab. I've met quite a few people. Michael Campos. Who else is in there? Playtex. I've met Ellie. Quite a few people from that whole community. Yeah. Anyways, people are just going crazy on this whole alien thing now. But anyway, yeah. This was a good conversation. I had no idea that Anne was so knowledgeable about these topics. Well, if you don't know, now you know. I think I surprised people.
Me too, I was gonna say it.
Right. I think I surprised people. Don't judge a book, right? By its cover. Thirst Trappin'. Ian Scotty 64. Greetings and welcome. Someone said that on my picture today. And he wasn't wrong. So, I agreed with him. When's Betty getting here? I need Betty to get here, Suraj. Yeah, I should bring Betty on. Suraj, do you watch Betty? She's a nice girl. I should bring her on. Uncle Jeff, I will come on sometime if you like. You're welcome to come on Saturday if you want. We can chat. Have some nice conversation. That's kind of really what I'm looking to do, Uncle Jeff, is just have some cool, interesting conversation. The meeting of the minds, so to speak. So. That was me. Like oh, that's you, Ian Scotty? It was a different name. Really? That's you? I couldn't deny. Couldn't deny. That's your name on there? Let me see. Let me pull it up. I won't dox you though. We'll see if that's... Oh, that's you probably, isn't it?
Whose name's what?
It is you! That is you, Ian Scotty. Oh, greetings and welcome. Yeah, I can't lie. I was thirst trapping. That's what I do. That's my sim race team. Yeah, Ian Scotty, okay, it's true. It's you. Yeah, that's how I reel them in, Ian Scotty. That's how I reel in the big fish. Hello. That's what I do. How you living? I'm doing okay, Ian Scotty. You just missed it. We were just chatting for a few hours about... Well, we started with medical... It all started with golf.
It did start with golf. And
it all started with golf, and it evolved into some crazy, weird, and wacky, interesting conversations that, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were fun. It's good for the mind, you know? Both, Ian Scotty. We discussed both.
I didn't mean for it to get that far out. I wanted to, talk about the Trade Center stuff because it was relevant to when we started talking about the war and Al Qaeda. But
right.
we got a little bit out there. I mean, someone brought it all the way back to JFK's assassination. So
I saw that. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it got out there in the chat.
Oh, it did. It did.
But, I mean, listen, I think this is a good place to stop. I had an absolutely lovely time.
So did I, this show. I had a great old time. This is exactly what I wanted for a chill Thursday night stream. So thank you so much for bringing your beautiful face onto Hot and Streamy's channel. Thank you so much for the content, for the good conversation. You know, I hope you had a good time. I definitely had a good time too, and you're welcome for date number 2 anytime.
FBI, open up!
I absolutely had a lovely time. It was wonderful. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming on, and have a lovely night. I'll talk to you another time.
Okay, now I just gotta figure out how do I get out of here now.
You just have to push the, I think, the red button.
Emotional damage!
I'll do it over here. So.
Yeah. There we go.
Bye the show.
Bye-bye.
Nice. Okay, so guys. See what happens when you talk conspiracies? The FBI shows up. Is that what happened? Oh my god. Guys, that was good talks. That was good talks. I don't think I've ever spoken about... Guys, I'm gonna end it. Sank, you never joined. Like, you're here, but you never hooked up your webcam or your mic. And Lincoln, you know what? Let's just do it another night, Lincoln. I'm good with one date tonight. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna end it now, I think. If that's okay with you guys. Why? It's just a chill night, Karam. It's just a chill night. You know. Didn't really get weird or wacky. You know, I had one date. It was a long one. Great seeing this evening. Lee Grady, thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure when you do. I know you don't stop by every time due to your work schedule. But it's always nice when you do stop by, Lee Grady. It was a good night. Thank you for having us. Kiram, yeah, thank you guys. Sleep tight, Queen Anne. Don't let the aliens probe you. Keep my pooper tight. Sleep tight. Keep your pooper tight. Don't let the probes, guys. Don't let the probes happen. Damn, look at those nails. Ian Scotty, they're a trap. They're a trap. They're getting old. Actually, I have to get some new ones. Let me get some new ones. Maybe some Easter nails, Suraj? But they match my sports bra, actually. Maybe some Easter nails or something. Anyway. Easter nails, Suraj. You planted the seed, and now I can't ever, like, unsee it. But they match my sports bra. It's pretty good, actually. They match my shirt. Izza. Oh, maybe I should... I've never rated her. Okay. That's a possibility. Let me take a peekaroo. Anyways, another great night. You have a nice, awesome night, y'all. Karam, thank you for joining me. I know you were a little bit late to stream, but thank you for joining me while, you know, you were here. It was good talks. I like that you participate. It's always nice that people participate in chat. Shit, what's her name? Lincoln, what's her name? Izza what? Let me know, write it down. Sorry, we were in a meeting. No worries, Karam. That's it? Just Izza? Just Izza? Oh. Izza Singh. I hope this works. I'm not... She's live right now, right? Izza sings. Alright. Well, we're gonna see her sing then. We're going to see her sing. It should be good. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. It was kind of a chill Thursday night. I'll be back Saturday. We should pin it. I'll be back Saturday, 6 p.m. Lincoln, can we pin this? Next stream. Pin this, please. So I'll be back. Thank you, Lincoln. I'll be back on Saturday, guys. 6 p.m. doing more e-dates. Hopefully I have a couple more people lined up at that point. It was just a kind of a chill stream, but we got into the whole aliens, conspiracy theories, war, all kinds of... We talked about American healthcare. We really delved pretty deeply. I enjoyed it. Remove the timer. Uh-oh. There's a timer? Anyways. The pin has a timer. Ah, thank you, Shahid. Thank you so much. Yay. So, anyways, good IQ questions. Karen, we should do that. Thank you, Shahid. Thank you. And by the way, happy mod day, Shahid. Happy mod day. Mod appreciation day or whatever the hell you want to call it. Good IQ questions, totally. Karam, that's what we should do. We'll do IQ questions. We need a list. Karam, oh shit. Never mind. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I hope you had an amazing stream. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, Trev. Greetings. Hello. Anne. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Anne. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome in. Please talk me about you. What do? You sing? You play an instrument? I want to get to know you. I just don't know. It's Queen Anne. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right. Anne. All right. Can I play something for you, Anne? The set list is open for you if you want to request something. And let me see. Isa, I hope your streams went well. I'm on a little trip. Miss you in the chat. Great. I really miss you, but I hope you're having an amazing time with your family and everything. I miss you. Thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you. Me gusta escribir música. Oh, really? You're right. That's amazing. You also sing, Banks? Or you just write songs and that's it? Thank you, Craig. I love ya. Isa, I'm on for Anne. Oh my gosh, really? Lincoln, how you doing, my brother? Can we give a shout out? I don't know if Sons is still here, but can we give a shout out to Lincoln and also to Anne? Thank you, Sura. Thank you so much for the follow. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm Isa. I'm a singer from Venezuela. I live in Colombia. I'm 22 years old and I mostly play like cozy songs, super sad songs, super depressing songs. So yeah, everything is so cozy here and depressing. No, just kidding. But yeah, that's what I usually sing. That's what we usually do over here. So welcome in. Thank you so much, Tantan, for the stretch. Thank you. I thought you left. Thank you so much, Sansei, for the shout out to Leica. Thank you. You're the best, Sansei. Appreciate that. Mama Yari Pires, thank you so much for the 200. By the way, Craig, my mom's birthday is gonna be Monday, so thank you. I'm gonna let her know. Let's hear the song. Absolutely. And do you have any recommendation or something you would like me to sing for you? Isa, you will have to come and watch the end song. Absolutely. I need to check her out. I just cannot wait to see her. Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you. Everyone follow. She's amazing. Follow Anne. Please, guys, follow Anne. I don't know. Just let me know. Oh, great. Thank you so much for gifting.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know. I forgot.
Goodbye,
Oops.
video. Oh, I don't have that song in this